Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Sunday Sit Back. You know where it's at. It's a great evening. I hope you're having a good bank holiday weekend, and I hope you're all well and all the family's well. And welcome aboard, you absolute legends in the chat. Every single one of you. Binks, Gavin L. Kawaja, Arsenal Women's TV, Icy Spicy, and Mahan Duresco. Big up to every single one of you that's in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Got a bit to get through tonight, so we're gonna go over yesterday's game because I've not had a chat to you about that. Certain players. Got to mention Lewis Skelly, and we've got to mention the first half performance that Arsenal put in. But big up to every single one of you. Binks is in. Good evening to you. Gavin L. Good evening to you. Kawaja, hit the likes. Magic Mod. Thank you very much indeed. Arsenal Women's TV. Yes, people, if you enjoy Arsenal Women's football, would appreciate the support on my channel. Big up. Arsenal Women's TV. Let's get it going. Come on, people. Kawaja, Mods, let's get Arsenal Women's TV up there. Get behind the women's football. 100%. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But big up to you. Always a pleasure to have you in. Icy Spicy, big up to you. Hope you're all well and enjoying your bank holiday. Who else have we got? Icy's in. Big up Darren Martin as well. Big up to Darren Martin, absolute legend. Welcome to you, my friend Miatioda the Rescue. I'm just going to go 9548. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but you know where it's at. Big up to you, my friend. Hope you're all well. Yeah, great stuff. And it a nice Sunday feeling today. It's a nice Sunday feeling. Love you too, my friend. Love you too, bro. Big up to you. Big up, Lawrence. Afternoon from Los Angeles. Big up, Lawrence. Hope it's getting warmer in Los Angeles. I'll take it now, Lawrence, is it? I would imagine it's getting quite warm. Big up to you, my friend. Really appreciate you for your shout. Thanks, DJ, but no problem at all. Arsenal Women. Let's make sure that you follow Arsenal Women's TV. It is important. Right, let's get on with it. Yesterday, first half was the Arsenal Football Club we have all been striving to see on the pitch. I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm not going to come in here and go, no. I'm not going to call it as it is. But what I am going to say is, you know, anyone that's been following me loyal throughout this season knew my thoughts on Zubimendi. Okay? You all knew my thoughts on Zubimendi. I haven't changed my mind. I still think that Zubimendi struggles in the six. And I said from day one that Lewis Skelly was not a left back. I went on the roundabout on Dan's show. I've been calling it. When they were saying he's the next Ashley Cole, when they were saying Arteta's a genius for playing him at left back, blah, blah, blah. I said he's not a left back. He's a midfield player. Why do we need to sign Zubimendi? Why do we need to spend money? Just create Lewis Skelly and turn Lewis Skelly into our Morgan Rogers, into our Vitinha, into that sort of player. Been saying it for time. The reason why we looked so good yesterday was quite simple. One change. One attacking midfield player, one defensive midfield player. That's allowing people to get on the front foot. And it's also allowing Gyökeres to occupy the box where he can score his goals. He hasn't had to come out wide. He hasn't had to come deep. He hasn't had to do endless running. He's just been occupying the box. And that is what you create by having attacking midfield players. It allows Eze to get into the pockets, which he did in the first half. Saka, again, I thought he was brilliant first half. He showed signs where he was back to kind of his best. It ain't going to be consistent. This is what you're going to get from Saka. You're going to get moments. You're going to get some halves where he's absolutely unplayable, and you're going to get some games and some halves where he's struggling because his injuries and his fatigue, unfortunately, will catch up with him. And that's what you're going to get. You're going to have to take the rough with the smooth with Bukayo Saka. You're not going to get that consistency, I don't think, every single game. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. I don't think you're going to get it every single game. But we'll see. But Saka was good. I thought Saka was really, really good. Gyökeres got his goals brilliantly, and his hold-up play was better. And he's got his first assist. It's taken him till May, but he got his first assist. And I keep saying, it's not just about scoring goals. It's what your all-round game can bring as a striker at Arsenal. His all-round game has got to improve, and it showed signs of that yesterday. One thing I will say, because me and Kenny Ken have been not critical, but we've just been sensibly talking about Gyökeres, what we see. And if you look at it from a football point of view, I don't think what me and Kenny Ken's been saying about Gyökeres is unjustified. Is not kind of, how can I say? I think it's justified because there has been elements of Gyökeres' game throughout the season that needed to improve. He wasn't winning his duels. His hold-up play was poor. His first touch was poor. Yeah? But one thing that we've always said, he can score goals. And I've always said I would still rather have him up front than Havertz. Havertz has never been the answer to me, ever. I want him sold. I want him gone. I want him out the football club. Simple as that. So Havertz has never been the person I want. I've always wanted Gyökeres to succeed, and I think he will succeed. However, we've got to find a way to get the guy scoring goals. And yesterday against Fulham, first half especially, suited him down to the ground because we was playing with Skelly, we was breaking the lines. Eze was going into those pockets. Trossard had a good game on the left. Saka was buzzing on the right. Everything was rosy in the garden. Long may it continue. Whether it will or not, we'll see. We'll see. But big up to everyone that's in. I thought the back four, Ben White looked shaky again, to be honest with you. I think Ben White, unfortunately, his time has come at the football club. He was the only kind of weak link. Gabriel and Saliba looked solid. But let's be honest, Fulham didn't really turn up, did they? I was very shocked with Fulham. I thought they looked quite poor, to be honest. They had a lot of injuries, and that didn't help. But even so, I thought they showed us too much respect in the first half. But we was very, very good. We're 6 points clear. It's over to Man City. I'm just disappointed that game never won us the league. And that game yesterday should have won us the league. I was speaking to Aaron earlier. Big up Aaron Talks Arsenal. And I said, really, we should have been celebrating winning the league yesterday. We should have been out of sight. We should have got the 3 points against Fulham, and that was us done. Instead of that, we've now got to go to West Ham, and that's a must-win game for West Ham after the Spurs result. So lots to play for, people. Lots to play for. Big up Gooner SC. Good evening, Papa DJB. Good evening to yourself. I live in London for 8 years. I support Arsenal for 15 years now, back from Romania. Big up to you, my friend. Welcome back. Welcome to the community. Everyone's welcome in here. Tip them, DJB. Big up to you, my friend. He's not good enough. He doesn't have the breakthrough pass. Is this Lewis Skelly? Listen, he'll be tested. There'll be bigger tests for Lewis Skelly. Massive. DJB, come to the conclusion that this is going to come down to a goal difference in the end. And unless we get a bucket load of goals in our remaining games, then it's City's title again. Lawrence, I don't know. I'm going to be truthful with you. I still think it's going to be 1 point in it either way. I think it's going to be 1 point in it either way. I think if we can get through next Sunday, win next Sunday, I think it's going to go to the last game. I think it's going to go last game of the season. I think Man City will win tomorrow. I think they'll beat Brentford. I think they'll go level on points with us before we play West Ham. I think that West Ham game is crucial. I think it's absolutely crucial. When you think what West Ham can do next week, West Ham can pretty much put a dent in our title hopes, and they can put Tottenham back in the bottom three. So they could potentially relegate Tottenham, and they could potentially stop us winning the league just in one game. East London could literally wipe out North London in one game. So that game next week is massive, huge. Big up Martin Tapp. That game was refreshing, fast, quick passing intent. Good to see. Got the best out of Gorkarez. Skelly's massive difference. Martin, we've been saying it all along, brother, haven't we? We've been saying it. We've all been saying it. We've all been saying it. And people have been saying, oh, you're negative and you're this and you're that. Well, let them call us that. If by wanting good football and by wanting to raise the standards, I'll suffer people calling me negative. Not a problem. I'll suffer people calling me negative all day long. If I can see football like that, I mean, that to me, first half, was what I've just wanted to see, because the football's been poor, let's be honest. And that everyone had a buzz. We was coming at the stadium was buzzing. Everyone was up. Everyone was buzzing. Everyone was happy. Smiles on their faces. Little kids jumping for joy in the stands. There was just a real feel-good factor around the stadium. All because we played good football. That's all we've asked. But we know what this manager's going to do. He's not going to play that system on Tuesday. He's going to revert back to Zubimendi in midfield. He's going to revert back to Rice. He's going to revert back to playing it sideways. And if Odegaard's fit, he might even put Odegaard in the team. So we know what's coming. We know what's coming. DJB, I'm so upset with football tonight. Do us a huge favour, please. Don't worry, my friend. Don't worry. Unfortunately, we can't drop points at West Ham. We're in a situation where unfortunately, we may have to let Tottenham off the hook. If it means us winning the Premier League, I'm sorry, bruv. I'm sorry. You should have done your homework way before the Arsenal game. This ain't about the Arsenal game. If West Ham go down, it's not on Arsenal. It's not on Arsenal. This should have been sorted out months ago. If you look at the season on the whole, West Ham have not really... You know, they've made a fight of it towards the end, but really, this ain't about the Arsenal game if West Ham go down. Unfortunately, I don't want to see them go down, but it doesn't look good for West Ham. I've got to be honest with you. The title will go all the way. I think it's going to go last game of the season. I really do. I think it's going to be one of them. I think it's going to... Do you remember when they won it? When Aguero against Queen's Park Rangers, wasn't it? Aguero, their first title. I think it's going to be similar to that. I think it's going to be one of them where we're watching Man City are going 2-0 up. We need to go and score another goal. Man City are winning 3-1. We need to go and score another goal. I think it's literally going to be like that. Seriously. Your eyes are going to be watching your phone more than the football on the pitch. Brother, honestly, it's going to be turmoil. It's going to be absolutely horrendous. Horrendous. This is why I said I wanted it done before then. I didn't want it going last game of the season. This should have been wrapped up yesterday. It should have been done and dusted. Done and dusted. Big up Gavin. Big up the Binks that's in. Netweed, my friend. How you doing there, mate? Pep has 4 league titles. Arteta has 0. I'm not banking on Arteta to do anything meaningful except get the Emirates Penguins to clap for his second place. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Listen, I'm not blazing in confidence. Don't you worry about that. I'm not sitting here full of confidence just because we put in a 45 minutes of absolute good football against a poor Fulham team. My feet are firmly on the ground, and I've done this before. Arsenal have taken me down this road so many times where they've built me up, and I'm thinking, yo, this is something special. And then bang, back down to earth. I'm telling you, we could easily go to West Ham next week, stink the place out, and West Ham come all the way there with a draw. Very, very capable of that. So I'm not getting too excited. DJB, when you're going back on TalkSport again, as soon as they wind me up about something, I'll be on TalkSport. I tried ringing the other day when Martin Keown's on. I want to give it to Martin Keown. Before the season ends, I'm giving it to Martin Keown. Don't you worry about that. I'll try and get on there. They don't have me on, though. I think they know that I've got a channel, and so I don't know, but I've tried to get through. Havertz is not clinical. He's mid. Oh, we're going to get on to the players that have got to go. You can't even debate it, people. You can't even debate it. This ain't about top gooner, bottom gooner, middle gooner, and all that. I don't want to get into all of that. It's pure and simple football. Football logic. Football logic. There's my man Views. Make sure you go and sub to Views. Big up the Views, my friend. Hope you're well, brother. We're going to have to sort something out, me and you, Views. It's been too long, my friend. Too long. I think the first stream we done was my Through the Lens, and that's it. I know you're busy, bruv, but we'll have to sort something out. Havertz, he's not clinical, lacks the speed, he's not good enough, headers and other aspects. I didn't want him in the first place. I didn't want Havertz anywhere near the football club in the first place. I was shocked that he even, do you know what I mean? I was shocked. Skelly has to play instead of Zubi on Tuesday. Zubi has been poor all season. Not sure how people think Zubi was good at the start of the season. I called it from day one. I called it from day one. I saw Zubimendi from day one, and I thought this brother's going to struggle in the Premiership in a 6. Now, what I have said is I'd like to see him in an 8 or a more advanced position before I judge him. I don't think you're going to get Pirlo-esque out of Zubimendi, but I think he would do more damage in a more attacking position. What I have made up my mind about, and what I know for sure, is that Zubimendi is not a 6 in the Premier League. He might be a 6 playing for Spain in the World Cup or whatever he plays in for Spain, or if he plays his football in Spain, but he's not a 6 in the Premiership. He looks bang average. He doesn't look good enough in the 6. And I've always said this, why do we always play with 2 central midfield, defensive midfield players at the Emirates? We don't need to. We don't need to. We've never needed to play with 2 CDMs at the Emirates. And yet it's taken this manager till May to work it out. 7 years in a job, but it's taken him till May to work it out. And these are the question marks you have to bring up when you're talking about this manager. Why has everyone else seen it and he hasn't? I don't understand. Legend alert, the chat. Big up the Views. Legend alert. Absolutely. By the way, people, we are on the road to 3K. We are on the road to 3K. I think I'm about 70 subs off of 3K. So sub to the channel if you haven't subbed to the channel. Let's try and build that community, people, and let's try and get it to 3K, and let's try and move it on. Yeah, that would be awesome, people, if we can try and do that. Big up Rents Sonoli. Big up the Rents. Binks U9E Martin Tap. Salute to you all. Yeah, big up to everyone in the community, people. This is what I like to see. This is why I started this, people, because it's just it just brings everyone together. And it's a Sunday night. Why not? Why not? Netweed, big up to you, my friend. This is the same old story. Too little, too late. Got that feel about it, Netweed, isn't it? Got that feel about it. The problem is everyone's jumping on it now, aren't they? Everyone's jumping on it. Against Bournemouth, after Bournemouth, that was it. Title over, doom and gloom, blah, blah, blah. Right? Well, you got to remember, we've played 2 league games and Man City ain't kicked a ball. Man City could be top of the league before we even get out and warm up at the London Stadium next week. They could be top of the league. If we drop points against West Ham next week, they play Palace, I think, on the Wednesday. They beat Palace. If they win their next 3 games, they could go 3 points clear or 2 points clear. Then it's a different ball game. Big up to Paul Nash, absolute legend. Hope you're having a good weekend, my friend. Listening to your sounds. Hope you've had a kebab as well. End and Guna, big up to you, my friend. I was talking about Zubimendi. Skelly needs more games, not even get better. I don't think we're going to get that opportunity. I honestly think Skelly's sold in the summer. I think he's going to Man United. I think it's nailed on he's going to Man United. I don't think he's been promised enough game time at Arsenal. I don't think you'll see Skelly as a regular at Arsenal. And I'm going to be brutally honest with you. I don't know what went on because Skelly didn't have a clue he was playing midfield until he was putting his boots on in the changing rooms. Now, normally you get like an idea that you're starting probably around about the Thursday or the Friday before the game. This guy didn't know before, like right up until kickoff. So I reckon something went on. I reckon Zubimendi might have come up to the manager and gone, "Look, boss, I don't really feel well. Not feeling 100% today." And he's probably gone, "Right, okay, I'll change it up." Yeah, I honestly, because you're not going to see Skelly. You won't see him Tuesday. I'll be shocked if you see him Tuesday. I'll be absolutely shocked. I'll put another poll in, people, and you can poll who you think should be in on Tuesday. And when you're voting, don't go with a one-off. Don't go with Arteta in mind. Just go with a football. Go with a football. Who would you rather against Atletico Madrid? Remember, it's different opposition to Fulham. So do we need a Zubimendi in there? Is Skelly a little bit open and free and foot fancy? Will he let him in? You know? These are the questions you've got to ask. But Gyökeres. Let's talk about Gyökeres because I think it's amazing that he scored all these goals for this football club this season. I think it's absolutely amazing how many goals he scored when you think how this team plays. How this team plays, the fact that Gyökeres is like 4 5s off of records and he's like Alexis Sanchez and all of this, it's amazing. I can't get my head around how many goals he scored. Football-wise, football ability, he does need to improve. Let's be honest. Let's not beat around the bush. He needs to improve. He needs to bring something else to his game on a regular basis. Not a one-off, on a regular basis. Yeah? That's all I've been saying. If he can do that, he will be the perfect striker for Arsenal without any shadow of a doubt. But even him not perfect, I still want him up front rather than Havertz. Because Havertz I want sold. 100% I want sold. Good evening, Arsenal Women's TV. Damn shame the lady. Oh, man. Can't believe how they lost to Lyon. They just run out of puff and it looks a bit hot out there in Lyon on Saturday. Honestly, can't believe they lost that. Body blow. But they've had a great run. You're not negative, you're realistic and want the best for the football club, talking harsh truth. I like to think so, my friend. I like to think so. I've always just spoke from the heart. I've always just spoke what I see. You know, it's not personal. It's not, you know, any means horrible. It's just what I see, and I'm just realistic. And I've not flip-flopped. I don't change my mind. I don't, you know, I'm not suddenly going to say Arteta in. I want Arteta to stay in the job. I still want to change a manager at the end of the season. I think going forward, it will freshen things up at Arsenal Football Club. I really do. I just cannot see this manager. And this is my opinion, and I might be wrong. I might be way, way wrong. But I just can't see this football manager winning the Premiership and then in the next 3-4 years winning another Premiership and a Champions League and FA Cups and all that. I can see him, if he wins something this year, I can see that's it, it'll peter out. I can't see us getting any better because he struggled to get this far. Let's be honest, we're not pulling up trees, really, are we? We're sort of, you know, getting away with it, if you like. That's just my opinion. I just think it's time to freshen things up. I just think it's time for a change. And that is it. DJB, my eyes deceived me. I thought your black coffee mug was a pint of Guinness. Paul Nash, I can't drink Guinness, man. No chance. I tasted Guinness once. Oh, it's vile stuff. I can't drink Guinness. No, that's a cup of tea, man. That's my Sunday cup of tea. I've got to have a cup of tea on a Sunday night. It's the law. It is the law. Cup of tea on a Sunday sit back. Get set for a shock week. We're losing Yeah, we're going to get on to the Madrid game. London Stadium, don't cry, Arteta fans. Darren Sullivan, we've been here before, brother, haven't we? We've been here before. We know the plot. We know the pot. Paul Nash, I'd say DJB appreciates a well-poured Guinness. Arsenal Women's TV, do you know what? I've never been a Guinness man. Big up Lee for the raid, my friend. Big up Lee raid. Big up to you, Lee. Big up to you. If you're joining, make sure you sub to the channel. We're only about 60 people, 60 away from 3K people. Let's make it happen. Come on. Come on. Big up, Marie. Always. Do you know what? I've never been a Guinness person. Years ago, years ago, all it was lager. I couldn't drink pale ale. I couldn't drink any ales or bit like proper beer, I call it. Now I can't drink lager. Can't drink lager. You know, I'm not a big drinker anyway. I'm sort of 2 pint Ted from Teddington. Do you know what I mean? I can't be drinking too much. But if I do have a beer, I do like a nice golden pale ale. You know, like an IPA or something like that. I can't drink lager now. I might have a couple of bottles in the summer in the fridge when I come home from work if it's a bit hot. But other than that, yeah. But Guinness, no. But I'm going over to Ireland in September, right, to see old Shane-O and Kyle. Big up Shane and Kyle. Going over to Ireland in September to stay with the big Shane and Kyle Walsh. And people have said to me, even if you're not a Guinness drinker, you've got to drink a pint of Guinness in Ireland because it's completely different. It's 100% completely different. You won't ever taste it. You won't ever taste Guinness like it. So who knows? I might come back from Ireland an absolute Guinness drinker. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But I'm really looking forward to my visit in Ireland in September. I can't wait. I really can't wait. Never been. So I'm really looking forward to it. Might do the full Irish breakfast, sitting next to Shane doing a full Irish breakfast. Keown needs to get it, Clown. Yeah, I'm going to try and get on TalkSport before the season ends. I want to get on TalkSport. Give it to old Keown. Inter Milan, 21 league titles. Wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. This is what I mean. This is what I want Arsenal. You know, I don't just want it. If we win it this year, I don't want to stop there. I want to go and win it next year. I don't want to go, oh, that's it. We've won it. And sit back. Go again. That's why we need to sell players. Let's get on to the subs. Let's get on to Gabriel Jesus. I'm sorry. I don't ever want to see him in an Arsenal shirt again. He's done at this football club. He's no disrespect to Gabby Jesus, right? But Burton needs to get his work done in the summer. He needs to get this guy gone. There's about 7 players that need to go from this football club. And I keep saying that as well. Jesus is one. He's probably top of my list. Second on the list is probably Martinelli. I'm going to go in order here of preference, who I'd see gone. So number 1, top of the list, Gabriel Jesus. Number 2, Martinelli. They're the first 2 I'd get from the football club gone. Number 3, Havertz. Gone. Get him gone. Right. Big up, Waffle. Big up, my friend. Hope you will. DJB, tell Keown he's a sellout if you get through. They'll cut me off, brother. They'll cut me off. I'll find a way. I'll find a way to get on. Don't worry. Sorry, DJB. I respect your opinion, but how's things going to be without Arteta? I'm worried. Everybody knows. How's things going to be without Arteta? Oh, it's going to be doom and gloom, man. It's going to be doom and gloom. You know, it's going to be... The football's going to be attacking. We're going to play with attacking midfielders. You're going to see players improving all over the football pitch in the attacking third. Wingers are going to be absolutely scoring 12, 15 goals. Saka will be banging in 14 goals, 12 assists. Gorkarez will be 25 plus goals a season. We might concede more. You know, our back four might not be as strong, but we'll just blow teams away within the first 20 minutes. Our fullbacks will get bombing crosses in. Oh, it'd be hell, man. It'd be hell. It'd be absolute. There'd be no waffle in press conferences. You'll have sections of the fans won't be able to talk a load of nonsense. You'll have people in press conferences asking proper questions where fans want proper answers. Can you imagine it? I can't imagine it without Arteta. Can you? All the PR, training sessions won't have speakers and gimmicks going on training sessions. Nah, man. Can't imagine it without Arteta. Please don't go. Big up, everyone. Yeah, so number one, priority sell Jesus. Number two, Martinelli, which is probably surprising a lot of people that I've not put Havertz number two. I'm going to put Martinelli number two, basically based on that he can't do anything. He's not Brazilian. I don't know what he is, but he's not from Brazil. No way. Sorry, I've got itchy nose, got hay fever. Right. So number three, Havertz. Got to sell Havertz, man. Number four, Norgard. No disrespects to Norgard. He just didn't play. Why didn't Norgard get on instead of Zubimendi yesterday? What was all that about? Why ain't Norgard getting minutes? We're 3-0 up against Fulham, absolutely cruising. Why is he bought on Zubimendi? Why? Because he's playing him Tuesday and he wanted to give him a run out. So you know Skelly's not playing Tuesday. But number four, Norgard, that's because the manager don't know. What does he do? Clean the football boots, peel the oranges, fill up the bottles of water. What does he do? Give out the bibs? Don't know what he does. So Norgard's got to go. 5, Ben White. There's 5 players. Then number 6, Trossard has got to go. And then probably Odegaard, 7. He's way down the list, to be honest with you. You can't, I mean, yeah. No, Odegaard's 7. And I'm gonna put one here for you, right? I'm gonna say Calafiori. Injury prone. Calafiori spends more time injured than he does fit playing. So there's 8 players there that I would sell from this football club straight away. Straight away. If those players left the football club in the summer, I'm not losing sleep over. I'm definitely not losing sleep over. 100%. Good evening, GJB. Hope you win the league, mate. From Liverpool fan, classy club. Arsenal, Liverpool. Arsenal always get on. A huge respect with both teams. Big up to you, my friend. Yeah, Liverpool. Listen, what can I say about Liverpool? Been there many a time. Great city, great people. Love their football. And yeah, big up to you, my friend. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. Big up, Lee. I'll jump on for a bit if you're down. Don't worry, Miss Moldova is home ill tonight, so no trouble. Listen, I don't want to get you in trouble, Lee. Lee, I don't want to get you in trouble, but if you want to jump on, I'll send you the link in a bit, my friend. No problem at all. Big up, DJB. He's going to come on and rib me about Gorkarez. I know he is. He's going to come on and he can't wait to get me and Kenny Ken on tomorrow, Monday, man. Big up to Martin. We lost the league when we lost to Bournemouth. Still all to play for. Still all to play for. Absolutely. Arsenal fans know this. Every United fan I know wants Arsenal to win the league. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that. I am not so sure about that. I'm pretty sure that there's a huge amount of Man United fans, bearing in mind that most Man United fans live in London. Yeah. Most Man United fans don't live in Manchester. That's the problem. So why would they want Arsenal to win the league? He's probably on playing Skelly to boost his value. Yeah. Great point. Great point. I mentioned this to my son yesterday. He knows Skelly's going out the door. If Skelly balls out like he did Saturday, he knows he's putting an extra 10 million on his head. Yeah. 100%. Bert has probably said, give that kid game time. We're going to sell him. If they can get 50 million for him, they'll take it all day long. All day long. Great point. Big up to you, Eddie Cole. It's too late. After we've lost the league is when Arteta adapts his system. He's thrown in the towel. Facts, my friend. 100%. 100%. 100%. We're going to have to wait and see. That West Ham game is going to be absolutely massive. Huge. Big up. We're all going to be West Ham fans next Sunday, aren't we? This is the problem we've got, isn't it? This is the problem we've got. This is the problem we've got. We know if we beat West Ham, it more or less keeps Tottenham up. Horrible position to be in, isn't it? Horrible position to be in. We know we've got to beat West Ham. Unfortunately, we've got to let Tottenham off the hook. I hate to say it, but we're going to have to get the 3 points next week. If it means Spurs staying in the Premier League, no problem, because it's an easy 6 points anyway, isn't it? It's a harder 6 points against West Ham than it is against Tottenham. Big up, Rob Future, my friend. Hope you will. Hope you will. Big up to you. Make sure you go and sub to Rob the Future. 100% legend, as they all are, as all people are with channels. I'm just gonna Lee wants the link, so I'm just gonna send Lee the link. Hang on a minute. Lee's gonna come on for a bit. Got to have the lead. Got to have the lead. Got to have the leader gunner on. Let's have a little look here. Yeah. Big up, Melbourne. Hope you're well, bruv. Hope you're well. Happy bank holiday. Happy bank holiday to you, Rob. Happy bank holiday to you. So, big up Netweed again. Feel for most of our players came for nothing. Yeah. Yeah, it's difficult one. Difficult one. New member, big up to you. 13 times 365. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much indeed. Absolute legend. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. 100%. 100% appreciate it. And the Suge is in. Big up the Suge as always, my friend. Big up DJB in the chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. Come on, you know the score. Let's go. Make sure you sub to the channel, people. We are only around about 60 people away from 3K. That would be amazing. If we can get that done by the end of the season, that would be unbelievable. If Arteta doesn't win a trophy this season and he doesn't leave the club, I'm done with Arsenal. Too much stress to handle with this club. Managers, owners, fans, culture of the club. Couldn't have put it better myself. Couldn't have put it better myself. Unfortunately, we have to stick by it, my friend, unfortunately. I know it's difficult, but I think if we bowed out, there's only going to be one winner, and that's Arteta. So I think we've got to stick by it, because if we... someone said to me, would you give up your season ticket? No. Because that's years in the making, that season ticket. You'll never get another one. That's going to be like generational. I can't give me season ticket up. You'll never get another one. That's going to be handed down, kids, grandkids, and all of that. I can't get rid of it. I'm not going to let this manager make me give up my season ticket. That'd be absolute criminal. Christian Shivu, first season he won the Serie A. He doesn't need 6 years and phases, $1 billion to work out. We're still not sure even up to now if we're winning anything. I said this today. There is no way we should be in this position. 7 years in a job with this manager, £1 billion spent. That result against Fulham yesterday should have been our Premiership title. Big up, Lee. Listen, Lee, you're not going to get in trouble, are you, bruv?
No, don't worry. She's in bed ill. Her own gaff. That was funny last week.
Oh, man.
That was even funnier. I just stayed there for the whole week as well. Yeah, and then she called me at 3:15 this morning, Spanish time.
No.
I was doing my emergency meeting. Yeah, when I sat her down, I spoke with her. I said, yeah, you do realise I just gave you back the same energy you gave me, and you got the ump over it. Yeah, I said, well, the thing is, we don't argue in it, right? And she went, yeah, but you upset me because you kept. I said you kept giving it Fergie time. I was. I said, so you kept giving it fucking. She goes, you kept telling me 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Yeah, I said, well, 2 minutes could be 2 hours. Who knows?
Oh, man.
No, it was funny, but no, bless her. She's ill.
Funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
big
ill
up,
at the
my
minute.
friend.
Bless her. So yeah, I don't think she's going to work tomorrow. She's got a bit of a fever and a bit of a dodgy stomach and that. So
mate, there's loads of it going around here. Loads of it going around here. But
see,
big up. Let's just get this. Let's just get this on. Big up the Suge again. Saka's the best in the Premier League. Was 16 goals in 2,936 minutes. Then 14 in 3,194. Gorkarez has 14 in 2,117. Gok had less service and minutes, but on par. Make it make sense. Can't argue with that, Suge. The facts that keep on giving, my friend. You're the facts that keep Suge. Can't argue with that, brother. Listen. I know what me and Ken's been saying about him. With respect. Both
of you got respect.
One thing I have always said is I don't care about his touch and his technical ability. I don't want Havertz in front of him. However, he does have to improve certain aspects of his game. Lee, I'm going to say it. Skelly in midfield yesterday allowed Gorkarez to do the things that we bought him for. He didn't have to worry about coming deep. He didn't have to worry about going out on the left. He didn't have to worry about running the lines. It allowed him to operate in the box more and be more central point. Literally just by playing Skelly in midfield or an attacking midfield player. It allowed Gorkarez to do what we bought him for. Once he got his goal, he grew in confidence. And I've got to be honest, when he set up that goal for Saka and he he brought the ball down and he touched, I'm thinking he has got some technical ability. We've just not seen it. So what are we saying, bruv? I mean, is this manager going to persevere with attacking midfield, or is he going to revert back to how he knows?
Well, firstly, thanks for having me on again.
That's right, my friend.
I don't know why I ain't in trouble this week, so I'm good.
No, okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
Also, I agree. I don't like Guinness. However, when you go to Ireland, the Guinness is different.
Someone says it's different.
It is different. Yeah, my granddad used to drink Guinness with blackcurrant. Yeah, yes. That's actually quite nice, but not for me. Too much. No, it's too thick. Too much iron in it. Not for me. Yeah, but I'm a beer drinker. That's about it.
That's lager. Yeah.
Yeah, I love a lager, man. I can polish them off like it's nothing.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. Yeah, when people ask me every week, like, Lee, like, what's your score prediction? Because I did the Arsenal ladies game and Sleggers messed up. They lost 3-1.
Oh no, man, that was heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
Yeah, they were rubbish. They played like Arteta's played all season. It was boring. Yeah, and to be fair to Leon, they fully deserved it. Yeah, so I was like, oh, now I've got to watch Arteta ball after I've just watched the Sleggers do Arteta ball. Yeah, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. That was our best performance since we played Tottenham. Yeah. But like when everyone says to me, like, what's your score prediction? What's your thoughts? And I'm like, I need to see the starting 11. And it's funny because I was on the watch along for the women's game. I said, if I see Madueke, the captain, Martinelli, and 29 anywhere near that team, I said, we're done out here. Yeah, I said, we're loose. Yeah, I said, no. I didn't expect to see Skelly in midfield. But then when I see him in midfield, I was like, okay, well, if he has a good game, everyone's going to be waxing lyrical, rightly so. Yeah, because now it's, Arteta's a genius. That's how that side of it,
Like he was a genius when he put him at left back.
Yeah, that was his pathway into the team, Arteta's words. Yeah, that was when we had a left back struggle. Yeah. All of our left backs were out. So he went to the academy, found this boy and said, yo, your pathway into the team is playing left back. Yeah, I see a comment today on Terry Flewer's channel, I didn't watch the video. I just clicked on it, pressed pause, went straight to the comments. Yeah, and one of the comments was, Mikel Arteta has not been playing Skelly because he's been training him how to play in midfield.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah, then the manager comes out after the game and says, and he's going, well, I don't know, maybe I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, and he was trying to be smart with his replies. Yeah, but he had no idea, and there was no fire in the eyes. Yeah, he realised that. Wow. Yeah, and then I'm seeing people sitting over like socials today saying we look more energized. You know, we can give players a rest. The manager's even saying, "Oh, we look more." Yeah, I watched Shane. Yeah, and Views today. Shane and then Views after. Yeah, and Shane was reading out his press conference after the game, and Shane goes, "Oh, he's figured out football 7 years later. Oh, if you actually rest some of these players, yeah, you might get a better performance out of them. Oh, but the crowd were more energized.
Who knew?
The crowd were more energized. Yeah, maybe that's because you were more energized on the pitch. Yeah,
and also the reason why the crowd was more energized is because we was actually seeing attractive football for once.
Views and Shane are funny. Yeah, but both of them. Yeah, all of us. Yeah, call it out. Yeah, he always lands on his feet, this manager, because he always gets forced into doing something that was the right thing to do in the first place. But he just sticks with his favourites. But then he realised, wow, Zubimendi's dusted right now. It's the most games he's ever played in his life in a season. Declan's blowing out of his arse. Shit, I better put Skelly in midfield. Yeah, and people can sit there and say it's only Fulham. If they had won, they would have gone sixth. Yeah, that's a European spot.
Yeah. Me and Kenny Ken done my show on Thursday, and the title was Fulham All to Play For. Because if they'd have won that, they're in a shout for Europe.
Yeah,
they've probably blown it now because Bournemouth and Brentford are chasing for Champions League spot. I mean, can you believe it?
Well, it's nice seeing Chelsea ninth, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but Brentford and Bournemouth have got a chance of getting that sixth or fifth Champions League. I mean, it's crazy.
But this is the thing, like
Fulham had something to play for. I know they had a few injuries and they was
Roby was out there. A couple of other players out. I think Teddy was out. I think, or maybe wrong. Did he play?
Big up, Aaron, my friend.
Yeah, but at the same time, from the get-go, that midfield, all of a sudden, Declan went all eyes on Declan, running around like a headless chicken, trying to be all singing, all dancing. I'm the leader. I'm the captain. Yeah. It took Saka about 5-10 minutes to get going because I thought he was shocking for the first 5-10 minutes. Yeah, he's got upper body strength 100. He's backs into a player. He's got really good upper body strength. Yeah, but he just didn't have that burst. After about 5-10 minutes, all of a sudden, it's like somebody plugged him into the mains. Yeah, I thought that was his best game for a long, long time. Yeah.
He was unplayable after that.
Yeah, he was quality. Trossard, that's his best game in 2026. Yeah, and the striker, there was one chance, right, where Declan was marauding over halfway. I was like, release him. Yeah, because he peeled off the defender towards the right back in between. Yeah, and I was like, just feed him the ball. Yeah, he didn't feed him. Yeah, and we effed that up. But I was like, it was nice to see us creating chances. And people say it's only Fulham. The one thing I liked about that, that was Skelly's first start for us in midfield. And it was a game where we go 6 points clear if we win. Yeah, that's a big pressure game. Yeah,
and we've not done that all season. Every time we've been able to pull the pressure on when we played Liverpool, when we played Man United, when we played Bournemouth at home, we failed. Every time we tried to turn the screw, we failed. This time, we're now put the pressure on Man City, firmly on Man City.
And the thing as well that I liked is like I've said multiple times on fan cams, like he ain't good enough, Skelly, at left back. Yeah, get him out of the club. We're going to play him at left back and get rid.
I called it from day one, Lee. Because I was even saying, why have we bought Zubimendi? Turn this player into a midfield creator.
Yeah.
We don't need to buy Zubimendi. Get Rice in the 6. Get Skelly into the midfield that's more attacking. Yeah. Eze, all of these men. And then we'll be fine.
And all of a sudden, Saka has his best performance all season. Yeah. Skelly on the half turn, dropping shoulders. Yeah, and it's like it's annoying because again, like coming back to what Shane and Views have said all season, and what we've said on podcasts and on your own channels, our own channels, and that it's like he lands on his feet because when it slaps him in the face and he has to do it, that's when he does what's right. But we all know Zubimendi starting on Tuesday.
Oh,
no, starting Tuesday. Skelly is starting on Tuesday. And if he does, he's at left back. Yeah, and it's like, then he sits in a press conference, the manager, and goes, oh, well, if it failed, then, he's a young boy. So basically what you're saying is you threw him to the Lions and he succeeded. That's basically what you're saying. I threw him out there because I had no other option.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Do you know Mr. Waffle put a good comment in? Big up Mr. Waffle. He put a good comment in. He went, he's probably going to start playing him to put a higher price tag on him.
Mm. Yeah,
because
I heard you in the group chat earlier saying, yeah, him and Kobe Minor will be balling out next season with Bruno in midfield.
Yeah.
Oh, you had me in tears about Sesko's goal, by the way. You had me crying.
Sesko's goal. Technically outstanding,
the technique.
Me and Kenny are winding you up about Sesko big time. You're biting. Well, you're going to bite one day, bro. Listen.
Listen. At
the end of the day,
Saka's had, and we had a creative midfielder in Eze. Yeah. Now the ball he played to Gyökeres, hold up play. Apparently, he ain't got it. Yeah, all of a sudden, Saka, he now passes it into him.
Yeah,
and
confidence, isn't it? It's a confidence thing.
But that's because Skelly allowed that. Yeah, and it's not. I'm not going to put Skelly up here like it's the second coming.
No.
However, credit where it's due. Because he's played for us at the Bernabeu. Yeah, he's played for us a lot of times last season in big games. Yeah, then he's been vilified this season, not played. Every time in Cup he's fit and available, he plays him. Calafiori gets injured, he comes back, he plays in front of him. Yeah.
Big up
then
Rashid.
When he was going to play, big up Rashid. Then when he was going to play in midfield, a couple of weeks back, can't remember who we were playing. Yeah, Calafiori gets injured in the warm-up. So we had to put Skelly back at left back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is why a load of these fans are sitting there going, well, he wanted to try it. Okay, cool. We'll try it against Atleti then. Yeah, because we all remember him, bombing past that Real Madrid midfield. Yeah, when he played at left back that day, but he was running around everyone in midfield. And it's like Declan Rice. I don't think Declan had a great game.
No. He's still looking tiredly, isn't he? He's still looking tired, Declan Rice, isn't he?
He didn't need to have a great game because now he ain't got a guy next to him passing sideways and backwards, chasing his first touch when pressed. Now he's got a guy that's competent that can drop his shoulder and take 3 players on, and bomb forward. Yeah, so now Declan don't have to do so much running. I haven't seen the running stats here. I guarantee Declan run less. Guarantee he run less in that game than he has in previous. Yeah, not only that.
Definitely.
When you kill a game off 3-0 in the first half, you run less anyway, naturally. When every game is a tennis game, a basketball game, because you got 1-0 up and then you sit back, you're naturally going to exude more energy.
Yeah, exactly.
That game was done at half time. We could walk around the second half. Yeah, okay, cool. We want to see more goals. Yeah, real deep down, nobody give a shit. Yeah, nobody cared. We got the game wrapped up at half time. Yeah, so you can sub Declan off. Yeah, you can sub Saka off at half time. Yeah. The only downsides for that game for me, I thought Ben White was awful. Yeah, I thought he was rubbish. Yeah, and Mad Wakey. That was one of the worst performances I've ever seen from a professional footballer. I thought he was crap, mate. Yeah, and he had a chance to go out there after punching up the seat in Atleti the other night after he got subbed. Yeah, when he got subbed off, he was giving it all the large and in charge. Well, cool. Go out there and show us what you can do. 3-0 up against Fulham. And what did he do? Apart from embarrass himself.
Oh, yeah.
They're the only 2 downsides.
Yeah.
And Jesus as well. Yeah, the boy Downman. The boy Downman. Oh, my God, DJ.
He's exciting, isn't he, Lee? He's exciting.
The way he spun them on the halfway line.
He's exciting. I've always said, when Downman plays, he's a flashback. He's like a Paul Merson and David Rocastle rolled into one. Yeah, he's got that balance and that kind of swagger of Paul Merson, but he's got that dribbling ability and that kind of skill of David Rocastle. That's the only way I describe Max Dowman. I'm not going to put him in with like the Messi bracket and all of that, but I think he's up there with. You know, these players that have burst onto the scene that we've seen, the Michael Owens, the Rooneys, Giggses, Phil Fodens, and all of these. I would say he's in that bracket, wouldn't you?
I'd like to compare him to Lamine Yamal, but he ain't that good. Not yet. Yeah, he needs to kick on. Yeah, but he's like, what, 6'1"? Yeah, he's got that drop. When you see a player,
my friend.
Bless up, mate. You see, when you see a player that just and drops just little twitchy. It's like, you know when Tyson Fury does that?
Yeah.
A player that just drops a shoulder, and sends you over there, bro. The way he done that on the halfway line, and then he's got that burst of pace over 5-10 yards to get away.
Isn't it?
And because you can't teach that crap. Yeah, that's a great comment. Liam Brady-esque. He is very Liam Brady-esque.
Yeah.
But when he did that little clicky hill one from his left foot onto his right, but he cut across it. If he had whipped that, we'd be sitting there talking about goal of the season. Yeah, or one of the goals of the season.
100%.
Yeah, but then I'm seeing people sit in my chat last night when me and Matty were finishing up the watch along, and even on the meeting afterwards, saying, "Oh, he's greedy. You can tell he's only 16. He should have passed the ball to Jesus or Madueke. He went for glory."
That's where the coaching may come in, but that's instinct. You can't take that away from him.
But at the same time, you can do that when you're 3-0 up.
Yeah.
If we were 1-0 up, I don't think he would have done that. He probably would have passed it out wide. Yeah, but he thought, well, sod it. It's the Emirates. We're 3-0 up. Fuck it, I'll go for goal. If I score, then I'll score. If I don't, I don't. But he must be sitting there, looking at some of these players, like Madueke, like Jesus, thinking these men are making a living, DJ. Yeah, and he knows he's better than them. Yeah, how can you be 16, just turned 16 on New Year's Eve, and you are spinning and destroying seasoned big men in the Premier League, seasoned professional footballers, and you're just laughing as you're doing it.
Just by your ability.
It's class.
Just by your ability.
It's good to watch.
I saw Ryan Giggs burst on the scene. Ryan Giggs to me, man, he was unplayable. He had that ability just to touch it, get it out of his feet, take on a player, drop his shoulder, go past players all the time. Michael Owen had that as well, didn't he? Michael Owen had it, Rooney was a bit more kind of aggressive, out and out goal scorer, instinct, shoot, good shot on him. But Dowman glides when he's got the ball and he's running full pelt. There's something about him in it. It's like when Federer plays.
He doesn't know where he's going to go because he's so good with both feet.
Yeah,
they're shitting themselves. Yeah, whereas like Giggsy, I agree with you with Giggsy, by the way. Yeah, Giggsy. I don't realise that was his debut Fulham. I think it might have been Fulham. I remember watching it. Yeah, do you remember in Curry's and Dixon's and all that? They used to have the games on the screens when you walk.
Yeah.
I remember Giggsy's debut. I was sat there watching it. Yeah, just sat in the shopping centre in Milton Keynes. Yeah. But you're seeing Giggsy just drop the shoulder, little pasty white Welsh boy with jet black hair, like skinnier than me. And I'm like, this guy is different. You can tell straight away. Yeah, same with Lamine Yamal. Yeah, like the first couple of games I watched Lamine Yamal, I was like, yeah, whatever, mate. Yeah. After that, I'm like, whoa, this boy is different. Yeah, Wayne Rooney, he scored against us, obviously, against David Seaman. Yeah, but then after that, it was like, okay, cool, you scored a wonder goal. Well done, mate. I've seen that before. But it's the next 3, 4, 5, 6 games, you're like, boy, this guy's different. And Michael Owen, that guy was fucking insane. Yeah, he's incredible. But with this boy, you're right, he glides. Do you know what he reminds me of here?
And these are the sort of levels. Look at this, Lee. Ryan Giggs. Look, Ryan Giggs, the most player in the Premier League, winning 13 league titles, recording 162 assists and scoring 109 goals in 632 Premier League appearances. He's the only player to have scored in each of his 21 seasons at the Premier League club.
That's incredible.
Look at this. Look
at his trophies.
Look at the trophies this guy's won. And yet he never gets spoken about, Lee.
No, when they say who's your all-time Premier 11, nobody mentions Giggsy.
No one mentions Giggsy. No one mentions Giggsy.
No one mentions Scholes.
No one mentioned, Scholes was a baller and all. But this guy was absolute quality.
He was a joke.
Right, look at it. That's ridiculous.
That's just Premier Leagues. That's without any other trophies.
Yes, exactly.
I was in team of the decade.
Look at this.
And that decade was crazy, by the way.
162 assists.
I think that's still a record, right?
Yeah.
I think that's still the
So when people talk about Bukayo Saka, if he gets anywhere near this level, unless he gets anywhere near this level, don't come and talk to me about world class.
No, but they'll talk to you about the goals and assists, because if you look at Giggsy's assists and goals, Saka's probably halfway to both. It's probably halfway to both. He's probably got about 50 assists, 50 goals.
Yeah.
60 assists, 60 goals, whatever. He's probably halfway there. So these new gen, they go off of the assists and the goals. They don't go off of the trophies and what it meant at the time. Not only that, look at the flipping. I know it's all relative to the competition they're playing against now. Yeah, but I mean, come on, look at the players like they were playing against back then. Yeah, Giggsy's coming on the scene at 17 years old, left wing, skinny as fuck.
Yeah,
and
up against Tony Adams.
Mate, he run rings around our whole team. Our whole team. Vieira gave him the ball. Yeah, and I hated
him at Man United, but I loved him, if you know what I mean.
Same with Roy Keane. Same with all of their players, really. I hated Beckham. Yeah, you got to rate Beckham. Beckham's mad underrated. Another one. Yeah, Beckham was crazy. He was insane footballer. Yeah, and people want me to rate after these scrubs. Before I jumped on here, I showed Martin Odegaard's international career. Yeah, and the teams that he's played against. Yeah, he's been playing international football for Norway since 2014. 12 years. Yeah, 76 appearances. 76 starting 11. Yeah, starting 11 76 times. 4 goals. They're playing Kosovo, Israel, Gibraltar, Liechtenstein, Slovenia, UAE, Jordan.
We're scoring that team.
Yeah, it's true. San Marino.
Let's see what he does in the World Cup League.
Well, that's what I've been saying all season. I think he's been waiting for that, yeah. But like, just going back to Dalman for a minute, there's certain players like Phil Foden's got that X factor. But Phil Foden's been coached by Pep for way too long. Yeah, if Phil Foden had left maybe 2 years after they won the treble, let's say,
and gone to Barcelona or Real Madrid,
Barca or PSG or somewhere like that,
levels.
He'd be right up there in Ballon d'Or shouts because
100%.
He's one of them players, a bit like Jack Wilshere. Yeah, Max Dalman's very similar to Jack Wilshere. He can just drop his shoulder and he's gone. But he's so techy with left and right foot. Yeah, but he can have it. Yeah, and Dalman's quite big for his age. He's just a little boy, man. He's younger than my kid, but he's tall, but he's quite big as well. But he's got the brain. He's got the brain.
Oh, his brain is
amazing. He's 5 steps ahead of everyone. You can't teach that shit.
No,
you got that.
You can't coach that. This is what I'm saying. You can see the thing is with someone like Max Dalman, you can coach it out of them.
Yeah,
but you can't put it in them. Yeah, that's what I always say. But the one thing with Max Dalman that makes all great players, Pirlo had it, Zidane had it, Brady had it. What they've got about them, they've got that quick thinking. Their heads up all the time. They're looking around all the time. They're sideways, backwards all the time. They are predicting where the ball's going to be, and they're also predicting where the player's going to be as well. So when the ball comes to them, they've already got a picture in their mind what they're going to do.
You was at the game,
and that is natural.
You was at the game when Dalman came on. He was running back to I say running. He was holding the player off down near. It was on the right wing, but he was facing towards our goal. Yeah, up near their corner flag. The way we were shooting second half. Yeah, North Bank. Yeah, right corner flag. But he was facing that way, and he's just holding the geezer off, and he's just looking. Yeah, and he's looking, and that was when he passed it all the way back, and they nearly fucking scored. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Matty was going crazy. He's looking. Nobody's made a move. Nobody's running. They're all standing still, and now they're all being man-marked.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's he supposed to do? It's like, make a run. He can spin it around the corner, or he can go, right, you've made a decoy run. You've dragged him out 1 yard. Now I can drop a shoulder and go.
Now I can drop a shoulder and run. Exactly.
I seen him in pre-season. Me and Rashid were off our seats, man. He came off the bench against Joel Linton and cooked him. And Joel Linton's 6'3",
and he's a big boy. Joel Linton
absolutely destroyed him to the point Joel Linton went up to him at full time in that pre-season game. I went, fair play, son. Fair play. Yeah, I think he asked for his shirt. Yeah, I may be wrong. I think they swapped shirts. Yeah, but it was like fair play. Fair play. Me and Rashid were like, yeah, seen enough, mate. Seen enough. Yeah, we were sat there second half. I don't know what it was like for you in the ground here. First half, we were like, wow. Yeah, second half, we were like, well, this is crap. Madueke's on. Yeah, Zubimendi's come on. Jesus is on. This is shit. Then when we see Dalman come on, we were like, right, now we've got a baller on the pitch. Let's go. We were excited.
Exactly. It's the whole stadium lifts. The whole stadium just lifts when he comes on. It's just an incredible feeling. It really is. Big up to everyone locked in, guys. 167 of you. Make sure you're smashing a like and subbing. Make sure you sub to Lee as well. I'm sure you have already. If you haven't, you must be living on a different planet. Big up to Suge. Talking distance, as of game week 34, Zubimendi did 360 kilometres in 2,845 minutes. Rice did 351 kilometres in 2,855 minutes. Suge, what can I say? Far too much. I can't believe Norgard never got on. Lee, that's what I was going to speak to you about.
56 minutes of football.
How has Norgard not got on? Why does he risk Zubimendi? Listen, I'm not a massive Zubimendi fan, but at the end of the day, if he's going to play him Tuesday, why has he brought him on? 3-0 up against Leeds.
I don't get it. What is Norgard signed for?
What did he sign for?
He was the captain of a club around the corner.
Is he washing the cars? Is he taking
where he got an extra 25 grand a week on his salary?
What's he doing? He's gone from captain of Brentford, who, by the way, could make a Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah. To
Arsenal,
Arsenal,
56 minutes of Premier League football.
To Arsenal, peeling oranges, walking win the dog, and cleaning Arteta's car.
It's mad, isn't it? And the maddest thing is every time he's played, look, I wasn't a big fan of him. I didn't want him here. But every time he's played, which has been mostly Champions League group phase, he's actually been good.
Yeah, he ain't done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He's
like that El Neni type player.
Yeah.
If we were going to sign an El Neni, why we... Oh, it was a sensible signing, they kept telling us here. Well, we paid 12, 15 million for him and gave him 65 grand a week.
65.
We would have been better off keeping, like, Jorginho. Yeah. I don't get it.
No,
I don't get
it.
56 minutes of football in the Premier League. That makes no sense to me.
No.
Yeah, no. He's getting paid 65 grand a week. And he's played 56 minutes in the Prem. He's like Scott Carson from Man City in Liverpool. Yeah, won 2 Champions League, sat on the bench, never played. We've got 2 champs. Yeah, R9 didn't get one. Zatan never got one. Yeah, but Scott Carson's got 2. Yeah, like never played, but he can say, "Look, here's my medal." Like, I don't get it, and this is the thing with this manager, yeah, because like you probably didn't see it at the ground when Ben White came off. Yeah, and he was awful, man.
He was terrible. He was the weak link until Jesus come on.
Yeah, Madueke, yeah.
Madueke's awful.
When Ben White came off,
no time for Madueke. I can't have anyone tell me Madueke's a footballer. I'm sorry.
He's one of the worst footballers I've seen play for our club.
Him and Frimpong for Liverpool. I'll tell you, the Whoopi Goldberg twins, mate. They're absolutely rubbish. They're absolutely rubbish.
Bad merchants.
I'm sorry. They're not footballers. Madueke's not a footballer. He might give you one moment where you go, wow, but that don't make him a footballer.
He's got 2 Premier League goals.
90 minutes, he's awful.
Gyökeres scored the same amount of Premier League goals in that game at the weekend as he's got all season.
I know.
He's scored one more than Martinelli this season. He's got the same as Odegaard and Martinelli combined this season. In that one game.
There's no end product, Lee. He hasn't got a clue what to do. He loses the ball. It gets tangled up in his feet. He goes around.
What was it like in the stadium when he flicked it to Jesus when he could see Jesus was onside and he was off? And if he had just left it,
what's he touching for?
Thank you. Me and Matty walked off. Matty fucked off. You guys now done. He walked off, mate. Yeah,
Jesus is on, and he's flicked it, and then just leave the ball, let the ball run.
Yeah, and he's in, and he's onside.
What an abs! Honestly, I get him. I'd rather play with 10 men. That's how bad he is. And yet we put Ethan Wanyeri out on loan for this guy. And
Fabio Vieira scored again yesterday.
Christian Shiver has more league titles than Arteta. What is a generational about this Arteta guy? I ain't got a clue. Till he wins something.
That's a Farmers League, apparently. The league is the most competitive.
Yeah, Farmers League. That's what it is.
Serie A Farmers League, guys. Farmers League.
Yeah, big up to everyone. Can't stop enjoying Brady's curler in North London Derby 78 that was a magic.
Oh, that was a bad boy goal.
I tell you what, man. If ever you want to see a player,
that was right near Christmas.
Go and watch Liam Brady.
That was right near Christmas, like Christmas Eve or Christmas.
Yeah, it's around about then.
Around then.
Stadiums lifts because it's someone's mobile's coming on. Someone who's actually move a bit. He's unbelievable, Dowman.
That Dowman, yeah. Do you know what I like about it? He gets you off your fucking seat, DJ.
He does.
And there's
straight
not many.
away.
How many players can we name in the Premier League just off the bat? Just in Premier, not for Arsenal, but in the entire Premier League, that get when they touch the ball, you're like, yo, okay, cool, something's going to happen. Because I can name loads of players in these other leagues.
There's not many.
Yeah, when Yildiz gets the ball, yeah, I'm off my seat. Yeah, I'm like when Conceição gets the ball, I'm off my seat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
when Lamine Yamal's on the
Lamine Yamal, gets the ball, I'm off my seat. Yeah, who gets you off your seat in the Prem? Not many. So when he comes on, he's totally. I swear, he ain't English. Check his passport. He's Spanish. He's Spanish. I swear, I guarantee he's got Spanish blood in him.
Do you reckon? This is a question I asked someone, right? Big up, Mr. Waffle. Arteta will ruin Dowman. That's my worry. Of course he will. You know it's going to make sense. Lewis Skelly should be in our squad than Zubimendi. Look, I'm not going to get carried away on one game against Fulham, but he certainly should start more games. But I don't think he's going to be here next season, so don't get excited. He's being sold, mate. He's being sold.
And let's not forget, they're all waxing lyrical about Eze's performance at the weekend. I thought he was brilliant. This is the same fan base that wanted him sold a couple of months ago.
Yeah.
After building a mural for him.
Yeah.
They were saying get rid of Eze. Do you remember in January?
Yeah.
Get rid of him.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
I was on a stream.
Oh, it's not Crystal Palace, is it? It's not Palace.
I was on a stream where I was on with Dan Potts, and I can't remember the guy's name, but he'll know who he is, especially if he's listening to this. He said that Havertz is going to be the major cog. He's going to be the kingpin. He's going to be the one that takes us to the Premier League title. If anyone's going to do it, Havertz is going to be the man, not Gorkaris.
Yeah, he's played in the Prem for 5 years and scored a whopping 38 Premier League goals. Our striker scored half of that in his first season without getting any service. Yeah, Cherky gets me off my seat, by the way. Yeah, Cherky does get me off my seat. That guy's a baller. So we've named Dowman and Cherky.
Dowman and Cherky. I'm trying to think who else.
Who else? That boy
who
at
else
Liverpool.
In the Premier League
that boy at Liverpool. We watched that game
seat?
earlier. We watched the I watched the second half of the Man United game. I didn't watch the first half. That boy Rio, yeah, I know he run the ball out of play at one point, yeah, but he sat down on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I know he's good. Now I've seen him score, I've seen him drop players, and it's like, right coaching. If he had Klopp as his manager, that boy at Liverpool, yeah, he'd be a superstar inside 2 years.
100%.
But it's who they get as their next manager at Liverpool now, because if they keep Slot, he's finishing him, mate. Yeah, that guy will leave. Yeah, they'll sell him. He'll end up at Chelsea and be ruined.
Do you reckon Slot's going to stay at Liverpool, Lee?
Nah. I reckon they're getting Glasner. Everyone's saying Alonso. I reckon they get Glasner.
See how big clubs act, guys.
I reckon they get Glasner.
Levels. Big up Sue. Seeing MLS and likes of Dowman makes waking up at 2:30 more manageable. 100%. 100%.
That second half was crap, isn't it? No,
second half, yeah, switched right off. And do you know what?
He comes on, and all of a sudden it builds the stadium up again.
Do you know what, Lee, right? Do you know what, right? People are saying that was a natural process, second half, because we was thinking of Tuesday and we wanted to, we sat back, the job was done, the pressure was off, we was conserving energy. But I was actually getting quite annoyed because I'm thinking if this goes down to goal difference, this game against Fulham, I'm thinking we should have smashed them 5-0. If we miss out on the Premier League title by 2 goals, if we'd have gone for that for the first 15 minutes of that second half, we could have scored another 2 or 3 goals. We could have easily put them to bed 5-6-0.
That Calafiori header was crazy, but it was offside.
Yeah, it was.
Then you had the chance from Jokeris, mad save from Leno. Then Saka puts it wide after. Now, then you have the chance from Eze, he whips it just wide.
Yeah.
Calafiori hits the bar. Or the corner at the bar. Then there's one where it comes in and they headed it, and Leno, it bounced off his head and hit the bar. Yeah, I'm like, you lucky bastards. Yeah, but then we're just sitting back fucking around. It's like, I understand you want to save Saka for Tuesday. I was fuming he took Jokeris off. But then, okay, cool. If he didn't take him off and then he gets injured, then who we're putting up front on Tuesday? Yeah, so I kind of get it. But
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
bring, and they took Rice off. I was happy with that, not because he played bad, because I don't think he was great, but I don't think he was bad. It was a good performance. Yeah, but it's like you left Ben White on the pitch for 82 minutes, mate. Yeah, and Cappy never got a game.
No.
Yeah,
I reckon
never got a
Incappi's
game.
starting Tuesday. That's why.
I think he is. Yeah,
I
Calafiori.
reckon.
I actually
reckon
thought Calafiori, that was one of his best performances for us.
Yeah, but Calafiori up against weak teams that don't really offer a lot is Calafiori's levels. I think. I don't think he's. I don't think you can risk him against Atletico Madrid at left back.
Not with Llorente, right? And they dropped all 11
no.
in their play. They're starting 11 against us. They rested all of them at the weekend.
Yeah,
they dropped the
James,
whole 11.
No, exactly, James. I'm well worried about West Ham, bruv. I'm well worried about West Ham. West Ham need to get a result against Arsenal next week of some sort, even if it's a point. And that's what worries me going into that game next week, because that is West Ham's cup final, European Cup final.
Rice and the Declan Rice derby.
Yeah, Declan Rice. I don't know. Yeah, how's he gonna perform next week?
Well, this is the thing. It depends. It depends how well we do against Atleti. If we make that final, yeah, then I reckon we're all like fully laser focused on West Ham. Yeah, because the manager of like, cool, we boxed one off, we're in a final. All eyes on West Ham. If we lose that game, yeah, over the two legs and go out, yeah, I see us dropping points against them. But that game against Atleti is massive. That's obviously it is the biggest game of the season as it currently stands. If we don't get through, we might bottle this league. If we get through, yeah, then we might win the league. I don't think we'll win the Champions League even if we made the final. What I was saying, I was listening to views earlier, and somebody put in his comment section, like and he said, yeah, somebody put in the comment section like, we're fucked if we make the final, and he said, no, we're in the final, we have a chance, which I agree with.
Yeah.
But
because there's always a team in the Champions League that you think, oh, hang on a minute, they got no chance, and then they come out and win.
And I'd rather, I know this sounds pathetic, yeah, right? Because Bayern Munich and PSG are better than us. Let's just be real with it, yeah? Out of the two teams, if we was to make it through, I'd rather play Bayern Munich.
Would you?
Yeah, because PSG keep the ball on the ground and bop the fucking life out of us. Yeah, they could do what they did to Inter, 5-0. Whereas Bayern Munich, yeah, they've already wrapped their league up. I watched the last 20 minutes of their game against Heidenheim at the weekend. They've already won their league. So they're putting reserve teams out. Do you remember when we played Chelsea in 2017 in the cup final? And they'd already wrapped the league up 3 weeks earlier. And they rested all their players for all their league games. Then we battered them in the final. Well, I say we battered them. They got it back to 1-1. Then we beat them. Yeah, Ramsey. Yeah, it was like they were so off the pace. Yeah, whereas PSG, I don't think Enrique is he's just going to keep it. And I know they've put all their reserve players out
PSG,
as well.
It's relentless and it's everywhere, isn't it? The only thing I would say that we've got a chance against PSG is that their defence is a bit erratic. It's a little bit sort of all over the place, and we might be able to pick them off defensively.
So the thing we're buying is they'll ship goals. Yeah, more so than PSG, in my opinion.
Yeah,
they conceded 3 at home at the weekend, but they won the league. Yeah, so it's like they put a reserve team out. Yeah, the goalkeeper for Heidenheim, yeah, he come running out. You know when the goalkeeper jumps and puts his knee up?
Yeah.
Their defenders facing his own goal. Goalkeeper comes out and Bayern were 3-2 down. Third goal for Heidenheim was insane. I didn't see the other goals before that. Yeah, goalkeeper comes flying out, knee up in the air, straight into his defender's nose. Boom. Yeah, Heidenheim. Yeah, the manager is a lump as well for Heidenheim. You ain't having it off him, mate. Yeah, they get this guy. He's on the floor. I was like, oh, look at him wasting time. But then when I see the replay, I was like, rah, look at his face. His nose would bust up, yeah. Right? They didn't put cotton wool up his nose after they cleaned all the claret up and sent him back on. And at least they took a shot. Yeah. At least they took a shot from fucking 25 yards out.
Yeah.
In 99th minute or whatever it is, 3-2 down. It's the post. It's the keeper's back and goes in 3-3. Wow. Yeah, and they were 2-0 down. Then 3-2 down. They still got. The thing with Bayern, they'll concede goals. PSG will concede less. The difference between the two of them is, yeah, PSG's midfield is better than Bayern's. Yeah, and they'll keep the ball on the floor, and they'll just the movement for them is just insane.
Yeah, I just think
I'm
technically,
not slagging Bayern off, by the way, because I don't think we'll beat either of them. However, we're to play a team if we make it. Out of the
you
two, I
prefer
think we
Bayern.
stand more of a chance against Bayern.
Yeah. Do you think we're making it Tuesday, though, Lee? I think it's going to be an harder game than people think. I think Athletic. I think you're going to see a completely different Atletico Madrid that you saw in the first league.
Well, I didn't watch their game at the weekend, but they rested pretty much everyone. Yeah, well, they did. They rested the whole 11 that played us. Lookman never got a game. Alex Baena never got a game. No held bench. Yeah, Llorente weren't in the squad. Sorloth weren't in the squad, and neither was Alvarez. He weren't even in the squad. Griezmann came on as a sub. Yeah, I don't know. See there, and Oblak held bench. He rested the whole team.
See, he didn't play. He didn't bring on Sorloth in the first leg, but I think he's going to start him in the second leg.
Alvarez and Sorloth and Llorente weren't even in the squad at the weekend.
No, I think they're starting.
And do you know what I thought was weird, right? Because I watch this league all the time, right? He don't normally play Griezmann for 90 minutes. He played him for 90 minutes against us. Yeah, and I thought that's a bit weird. He ain't brought Sorloth on. Yeah, because normally he'll bring Sorloth on, yeah, and take Griezmann off, or he'll take Alvarez off for Sorloth, or Griezmann to come on and Sorloth to go off. Yeah, he's really good at rotating his forwards. But I was like, then I see the starting 11 at the weekend in the squad. I was like, Sorloth ain't even in the squad, neither's Alvarez.
No.
That's mind games. That's mind games. To make out Sorloth's injured, Alvarez and Llorente are injured. They had another Llorente playing, but it ain't that Llorente. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Yeah, that team are very similar to Arsenal, bro. Yeah,
you never know what you're going to get.
Yeah,
you could get an Atleti that turns up and absolutely blows teams away like they did Barcelona in the or you could get an
4-0 in the first leg. Yep.
Because I thought
or they could be the Atleti that conceded about 20 shots in the second leg after 4.5 and should have lost 7-0.
I thought Atleti in the first leg, second half. I think Lookman missed a sitter, didn't he? That should have gone in. You know, we was lucky to come away probably there with a draw. But then towards the end of the second half, Atleti sat back and thought, do you know what? We'll take the draw now. We'll see you in the second leg. I don't think playing away at the Emirates will faze this team. I don't think it will faze them.
He's done it before. You was at the game. We were both at the game years ago when fucking Griezmann did the old arms because Shelby kicked off his head. Do you remember?
Bastard.
And then they were down to 10 men in 10 minutes. The left back got sent off.
Yeah.
Simeone got sent to the stands.
Yeah.
Oblak turned into the best goalkeeper ever to have played football.
Oh, mate, he was
insane that night, wasn't he?
He was unbelievable.
Yeah, Molina did play. Molina took a shot in that game at the weekend, from about, it was in the centre circle, just inside their off, the other off.
He's not a bad player, is he?
And he fucking hit it. It must have been about 45 yards. He hit that like an Exocet missile, bro. Yeah, and it hit the crossbar, bounced down and came out. And if that had gone in, you're talking goal. That would be the Puskas Award for goal of the season. Yeah, that goal would have been mad. But they won 2-0 away. Yeah, but Simeone knows how to play these high-pressure games. He's made 2 Champions League finals before. Yeah, that close to winning them both as well, by the way. Yeah, then Sergio Ramos fucks up in stoppage time, or 88th minute or whatever. Yeah. He's won 2 Europa League finals, beating us in the semi. Yeah, like so. I don't know. They're a very weird team, and the thing for them is they're so far clear of finishing outside the Champions League. They can afford to rest all their players for the Elche game, for the Bilbao game, and for the game of a weekend or this weekend just gone. Well, we're currently on against Valencia. Last 3 games, he's rested most of his squad. Yeah. Whereas we've had to play all of our
high pressure. We've had to play it, and I don't care what you say. There will come a point in that game if it's close, extra time, and all of that. Legs will go. Declan Rice legs will go. Zubimendi played a lot of minutes.
Yeah,
Saliba, you will start. Saliba, Gabriel, your start.
Saka can't play 120 minutes.
No. Saka can't play. No, definitely. Guinness is lovely. Exactly, Mr. Friedrich. Exactly, Lee Gunn. I don't know what they're missing, drinking that dirty lager. Big up the Guinness.
I'll drink to
Martin Chat, we're doing it. Listen, when I go to Ireland, bruv, I'm going to try a Guinness because I've always been told, unless you've had a Guinness in Ireland, you can't.
It's different. It is different.
I'm going to have a Guinness. and I'll try it. All right.
It's different. It's like when you eat foods from different countries.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to eat
Yeah,
them
I'm
in
gonna
that
try it.
country. Don't say it's the same in other countries.
Yeah,
It's
big up
different. But
ABC.
no, Atleti are a weird team, and let's be real, right? They've already qualified for champs. Yeah, so well, they haven't officially, I don't think, but they're gonna. So they're all out. All their chips are in this, whereas we're still going for the league, and we got West Ham a few days later.
Well, this is what I'm thinking of. I think if it gets into extra time, I've got a feeling that they'll start. I don't know. It's a minefield, isn't it? It's a minefield.
If we don't get through, our fans will cry about the penalty on Eze that weren't a penalty.
Oh yeah. Carl Walsh, big up, my friend. Absolutely big up to the Carl Walsh.
Don't break a TV on Tuesday, for God's sake.
No, he had his TV perfectly positioned on Saturday, man. He was fine yesterday, but Tuesday that could be going out the window if we lose. It could be going out. Big up to everyone that's locked in.
Do you think we get through?
Eh?
Do you think we get through? See, I'm 50-50.
I'm 50-50.
I hope we get through.
I think if it goes extra time, I think we'll get found out.
Yeah, I think if it goes extra time, we're fucked. Yeah,
I think we'll get overrun if it goes extra time. I think we've got to get it. I think we've got to get it done in 90 minutes. And it'd be interesting as well if we go a goal behind. If we go a goal behind, I think we need to score first. I think we need to score first. I don't think if we go a goal behind, we can raise it, because we've played so many high pressure games, and to keep raising it, the crowd will get edgy as well if we go a goal behind. So for me, I think we've got to score first. That's me personally. I think the first goal
it's all right. My striker will get us through.
Yeah, well, me and Kenny will be watching him, making sure that he's
you and
Kenny still won't be doing that, man. We won't be doing that. We can't do that. Not yet. Sesko was quality today, man. His touch there for that goal was
get out of here, man.
Levels.
It was handball. It was handball. He literally, his fingernails.
I'll tell you what I want to ask you, Lee, right? Because I'm not. Listen, I think Bruno Fernandes deserves his flowers this season for Man United. I think he's been brilliant for Man United this season. I mean, his assists and all of that. Do you reckon he's up there for Player of the Season if Man United, for what he's done for Man United this season? Who do you think's up there for Player of the Year in that league?
Depends who wins the league. If we win the league, then it'll probably be Gabby or Declan.
Yeah?
Yeah, Timber ain't done enough and he's been out. Like, Timber was doing enough, but then he fell off and now he's been out injured. I'd say it'll probably be Declan or Gabby. If Man City win it, I'd say Bernardo.
Bernardo's been brilliant.
Haaland because of the goals. Yeah, he'll be automatically in for a shout, but I'd say probably Bernardo. Yeah, but if anyone outside of a team that wins the league gets Player of the Season, not for me. Not for me. Man United have got they got nothing to play for. Like it's been good. Yeah, I don't rate that guy. I don't rate Bruno. Yeah, but the one thing I'll say is he is a captain. Now he's annoying. Yeah, he's an annoying motherfucker. He should have been sent off today.
He's assists. He got a lot of assists this season, hasn't he?
Yeah, but at the same time, like he was trying to square one instead of shooting earlier.
Yeah,
just to get the record. Yeah, that tells you all you need to know. It's not about the club; it's about him. Yeah, it's like, I want to break Thierry's record and De Bruyne's record and all that. It's all about him. Yeah, and he could have cost his team. Yeah, whereas like if Messi's in that position, Messi would shoot instead of passing.
Yeah. No, I was just thinking today, like who would win? I suppose Gabriel.
Gabby Magalhaes is definitely in for a shout.
Do you reckon he wins Player of the Season?
Raya's in for a shout as well, by the way.
Who?
Raya
is in for a shout, yeah. Premier
and,
League.
And again, I still think we can get an upgrade on Raya.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
crazy, isn't it?
He's saved us enough times this season, but this league's crap.
Would you take the Athletic goalkeeper over Raya?
What, Oblak? In a heartbeat.
Would you?
In a heartbeat. Yeah, I'd take who's he play for, chat? Dominic Grief. Yeah, Dominic Grief. His name's Grief. Yeah, we've had enough of that over the years. Yeah, I'd take Betis goalkeeper. Yeah, Betis goalkeeper, Valles. Great goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Well, I'd take Oblak in a heartbeat.
I think we need. I
Germany.
definitely think we need an upgrade on the number 2. Terry Flowers, title lead, Liverpool Rob. No. Nobody has given anything consistency decent and high level for long enough. It's been one of them seasons, Rob, hasn't it? It's been one of them seasons. Definitely, I agree. Cherky, has he got a shout?
Oh, he's quality. He's another one that gets you off your seat.
Yeah.
It's like you're controlling him on the computer. Yeah, you're playing the PS5 and it's like, it's just a joke. Yeah, him and Bernardo, when they really want to play, you ain't getting the ball off them, mate. Yeah, look at the size of them. They're like 5'7", 5'9". And they just run rings around you. Yeah, they can play anywhere. Do you remember when he lined up with Bernardo Silva at left back at the Emirates?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. But, I mean, see, this is a good point.
Imagine putting Martinelli a right back.
Oh.
Yeah, like that just wouldn't happen. He put Bernardo Silva at left back, and you're like, is Pep all right, mate?
I know.
He actually ain't. He's a bit tapped. But somebody said to me the other day, I don't remember whether it's on here or whether it was somebody I was speaking with, and they said that Arteta's just like, he's crazy. Yeah, I was like, yeah, but is he a genius? Yeah, or is he just tapped? Yeah, because if we end up winning a double, we're all going to be over the moon. Oh, yeah, and then that qualifies us for the Super Cup and the Intercontinental Cup. So by the time we start next season, we're going to win 3 or 4 trophies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden, it's now, yeah, he's won the FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League, Super Cup, Intercontinental Cup. Yeah. All of a sudden, it's looking half tidy out of 7 years, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Is he a genius or is he just like a bit weird?
No, he's lucky.
Are we negative or are we like?
No, we've just been calling it out. We've just been calling it out.
Do you still think he wins?
I think if we only win, I'm going to be honest with you. I think if we only win 1 trophy this season in the domestic league, I think it's not been good enough.
Personally. But then you'll get people that sit there, yeah, and rebuttal that and say, yeah, well, if you look at that prime AC Milan team that Ancelotti had, he only won one title in 8 years.
Yeah, but listen, for what we was in for this season, and bearing in mind we was actually in a League Cup final, that League Cup final, considering we hadn't won a trophy in 6 years, that League Cup final should have been in the cabinet now. We should at least win a domestic and a Premier League minimum, in my book. Because that Carabao Cup final was absolutely dreadful. There was no excuses for that. That was mad. And that's what worries me if we did get to the Champions League final. I can see a similar outcome playing like that, to be honest. Do you know what I mean?
And the thing is, these teams have been there, done it and won it.
Exactly.
We ain't.
Exactly.
And they've done it and won it together as a group.
But Lee, we ain't there yet, because if Everton win tomorrow, and they beat Brentford the weekend.
They're above us at the start when we play West Ham.
Before we even
depending
kick
on
a
how
ball,
many goals they score.
Yeah, but let's say they score 2 against Everton, win that. They score 2 against Brentford. When we kick a ball at West Ham, Man City could be top. And if we drop points at West Ham, draw
we
or
might
lose,
just have got knocked out the champs.
And then they beat Palace.
Yeah,
they're 2-3 points clear of us.
Yeah.
So it can easily change.
And this is listen, the next 10 days is going to be crazy.
I think the West Ham game is key. I said that all along. I think if we come out the West Ham game with 3 points, we've probably got a great chance of going on and winning the league, because we've got Burnley next.
Do you know what I see on YouTube earlier? It's funny because I watched 1 hour's worth of Premier League volleys in the Premier League. Just volleys, yeah.
Oh man,
it pops up. Brilliant. It was like 1 hour.
You don't see them now, do you? When do you ever see a volley in the Premier League?
The first one.
I can't remember the last one I saw. What was the last Premier? What was the last volley in the Premier League?
The first one they showed on that 1 hour clip was Gareth Bale against Stoke. Do you remember that one where he whipped it across? Man. Yeah, you're seeing Van Persie against Everton, Van Persie against Villa, for Man
League
U.
should have been won by Halloween.
Yeah, and then the video it then showed after that, yeah, it was the last 6 games of Ancelotti winning the Premier League against Fergie, and it went down to the last day. Yeah, and then Chelsea slaps up Stoke 8-0.
Wow.
Yeah, Man United, yeah, they fucked up. Yeah.
I can't remember the last time we won a frigging. I can't remember the last time we frigging. We used to see volleys from Mark Hughes used to knock volleys in for fun every other week for Man United. Volley, that was his speciality. Cross comes in, bang, volley.
Yeah, Tony.
Did they show Van Persie's volley?
They showed loads.
Oh,
they showed. Do you remember? It was the guy that played for Portsmouth.
What was that? Charlton or Watford? That Van Persie. Where he ran
Bouet when he crossed it and he jumps in the crowd and went like that.
Oh man!
Yeah, Di Canio. Who was the guy that scored? Di
Canio's bicycle volley.
Yeah, Drogba hat trick, 8-0 last day of the season, won the league.
Yeah,
8-0 against Wigan.
Yeah.
Who was it that? What was his name? Matt something. He played for Portsmouth. Yeah, and he slapped one on a volley from 45 yards out for Portsmouth. Yeah, they showed Rooney Newcastle one. Then it's like, remember a 2 guy from Blackburn?
Yakubu. I remember that volley.
Underside of the bar. It was crazy. That Rooney one was mad because he was arguing with a ref. Matty Taylor, that's it, Highbury.
Matty Taylor, yeah.
Matty Taylor. That goal was crazy. Yeah, they showed there was just random players. Yeah, I can't remember the name of the guy who played for Fulham against Crystal Palace. All over the top. Yeah, he chests it. Yeah, and just it bounced perfect up in the air. And as it come down, just slapped it. They showed the Vardy one against Liverpool. They showed Ramsey's one against Morton Gam's Pedersen, another one. Yeah, I swear, I watched a whole 1 hour of that without moving. I was like that.
Van Persie's one for Man United, where it went over his shoulder. I think Scholes clipped a long ball, as Scholes did.
That was Rooney. Went against Villa to win the league.
Oh,
to win the league.
Oh man.
Yeah, Scholes' one against Aston Villa where he slaps it underside of the bar. Right? Yeah, Scholes was a joke, bruv. Yeah. Rooney's one against Newcastle when he was arguing with the ref. Yeah, he was arguing with the ref, wasn't he? Yeah, right. Yeah, and the ref was like, "Fuck off." Yeah, and then the ball, he just looked up and he just slaps it. It's just like, come on, man. Yeah,
it's all coming out. Look, JJ Okocha.
You don't see you don't see moments like that anymore, bro.
What was Matt Letizier's one? Matt Letizier scored a volley, didn't he?
That was against Man United, where he flicked it up over Steve Bruce and Pallister, flicked it up again, then slaps it. Hey, did Matt Letizier ever score a shit goal? Like Andrew Townsend's goal against City, yeah, that volley was insane. That was on there. Yeah, Scholes against Bradford off the corner.
That's going to be my bank holiday. That's going to be my bank holiday treat.
That Townsend one against City, wow. Yeah, and the Scholes he won against Bradford, that was off a corner. So he whipped it to the edge of the box. Scholes just run on, clarted it 100 miles an hour. Keeper never moves.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like now we're watching sideways, backwards, slowly, tired. Boom,
you just don't see it. And another thing I said rightly, you don't see many goals from outside the box now, do you? Do you remember people used to just slap goals for fun, didn't they?
Yeah. You don't see diving headers either.
No, never. No.
How many goals did Van Nistelrooy score with diving headers from Beckham crosses?
Man. He was lethal. Van Nistelrooy was one of the most underrated forwards in the Premier League in football.
Facts. Yeah, facts.
Giroud's scorpion kick. Oh, that was magic. That
was mad. Was you at that game?
Yeah, that was crazy. Roy Keane arguing with Shearer against Newcastle, throwing the ball at him. There's no characters in the game either now. They're all pally-pally, aren't they? They all shake hands and cuddle after the game.
All doing this before kick-off.
Talking, looking at one another's boots and merch and like, what car you drive in and all of this. Roy Keane said it used to be war. You'd go to war with people on the field.
Do you remember when Paul Ince was...
Crouch's goal against City? Do you remember that?
Do you remember his hat-trick against us? Perfect hat-trick for Liverpool.
Yeah, bastard.
Do you remember when I think it was me and Matty was sat backstage watching it?
Yeah.
Keegan
Was you
bald.
there the other night, the other week, when me and Matty was sat? I think it was me and Matty watching it.
Me,
Right.
you and Nutski.
Me and Matty, I think, and Paul Ince was the captain of Wolves. Yeah, and they were playing Man United back in the day. But obviously, Ince had played for Man U,
Was
innit?
it me? I don't
But
know. It might have been.
Ince didn't come out the fucking dressing room on time. So Roy Keane said, no, fuck it. We ain't waiting for them to walk out together on the pitches like we do. Yeah, we're walking out. Roy Keane's just standing there, staring straight out the tunnel. And he goes, right, let's go, guys. And they just walked out. Next thing, Paul Ince comes out with his shirt off. He's putting his shirt on. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
And it's like, yeah, and then Sylvester's moving Ince out the way, and they're just all running on the pitch. Yeah, they lost 1-0 that day, funny enough. Yeah, but at the same time, that's the mentality. No. He said, and Roy Keane's been asked about that. He said, I see that as a disrespect that you ain't there ready and waiting to go out the tunnel.
He was always on time, Keno. That was his thing, timekeeping and all of that.
Look at the way he played. Yeah, we've all of us older heads in this chat, yeah, and for you as well. Yeah. We all remember when they played Juventus and he was going to miss the Champions League final in '99 because he got a yellow card. Yeah. So now he was going to miss the final. That is one of the best performances I've ever seen from a player in my life.
Oh, he
knew he was going to miss the final. Yeah, and he said, no, we're going through, mate. That's against prime Juve.
Yeah, he was brilliant. Roy Keane was an absolute. He was so underrated. He was one of them players that you love.
Fuck over there.
Yeah, you hated, but you admired.
Yeah, you can't slag him off. It was just like, if he played for your club, like you'd just be like, wow.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now I'll tell you another one. Yeah, that final that they played straight after that against Bayern Munich in '99, they put David Beckham in centre mid. Yeah, in '99. He run Bayern Munich ragged. Bayern Munich.
I always said Beckham was a better central midfield player than a winger. Always.
Yeah.
He was much more creative in central midfield. He had something about him in the central of midfield. I thought he got used to get a bit isolated.
But he don't get mentioned. When people talk about the best players ever to play in the Prem, nobody mentions Beckham. Nobody mentions Scholes or Giggs or Keane.
Yeah.
They will say Kevin De Bruyne and fucking this player. And no. Beckham was a bad boy.
Oh, 100%.
Beckham was incredible. Yeah, and he was outstanding in that game.
His ball passing was brilliant. His ball passing was brilliant.
But same with Scholesy. Yeah, Scholesy, like he used to always get away with fucking red cards left, right, and centre, didn't it? Oh, it's Scholes, he don't know how to tackle. Do you remember that shit?
Do you know the thing is with Scholesy, right, Lee, and Thierry Henry always used to say, when he was asked a question, who in the Premier League, who's one of the first names you'd put on your who you'd have in your team, he'd put Paul Scholes.
Yeah. Barca tried to buy him, I think. I think Barcelona tried to buy him.
All of that, but Paul Scholes would be one of the first names he puts on the team sheet.
Yeah, Paul Scholes was a joke.
He had everything. Again, but how that... I mean, we're going into the world. Let's get some of these chats. Skelly should start.
I'll let you read that. I need to go bathroom and empty this quick, yeah?
But this manager won't do it. He'll bring back Zubimendi in the 11. Facts. Skelly should play in midfield for at least 3 games. I think he's going to bring Zubimendi back Tuesday. He might play Skelly against West Ham. All depends. All depends how they come out Tuesday, whether they're scathed or unscathed. Shearer's side foot volley against Villa. Shearer was quality. Absolute quality, people. Big up to everyone locked in. Guys, make sure you smash a like. And please, if you haven't subbed to the channel, make sure you sub as well. Big up to everyone locked in. Big up to the raid from Rashid. Make sure you go and follow Rashid as well. You know the channels to follow, people. And thank you very much for joining me. Really appreciate it, as always. Ivory, I don't think A1 dictates the players' talents at M8, but the system definitely does. Lewis is one of the few managers who stands out. There's some good managers around. I'm just saying. Ronaldinho. Oh, man. Ronaldinho, what a player. Do you know, whenever I'm feeling depressed and want to see a football, I always look at Ronaldinho. He just cheers me up. There's loads of shorts going on Ronaldinho at the moment, isn't there? His ball skill was just incredible. Big up, Marie. For me, the 1999 Champions League final was the best I've watched. Great final. Absolute great final, Marie. Honestly, I tell you what, that semi-final last week, PSG and Bayern Munich, Nathan beating, that was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. David Bentley against Spuds, yeah, that was some volley. That 100%. Best crosser of the baller I've ever seen. The only thing with Beckham, I mean, but he weren't that sort of player, was he? He weren't like a silky dribbler or anything like that. He's just vision. His vision was brilliant. Beckham's goal, again, his vision there, seeing the goalkeeper off the line, bomb, done. Brilliant goal. Absolutely brilliant. Keane got pissed off when Micah Richard was late picking him up from Sky. Yeah, exactly. Micah Richards, man. I'd say he landed on his feet for a bang average footballer, didn't he? Man called Alfie Howe, who played with George Graham at Aston Villa, recommended Keane to Arsenal, but Graham didn't entertain it. George and Alfie still great. Oh, right. Ivory, 89. Didn't know that, my friend. Big up to you.
It wouldn't surprise me if them two would have clashed.
No. And we have...
He was unreal, though, wasn't he? Yeah, Roy Keane was fucking incredible.
For the last part of the show, we have the one and only Mr. TV man himself, Carl Walsh.
There he is. Come on.
Big up, brothers.
It's not over by Halloween.
Don't buy Halloween.
Right, he never said what Halloween.
2028.
Bless up, bless up.
Oh, Carl, it's always a legend. You're an absolute legend, my friend. You know that, brother. Carl, I've got to ask you, how you feeling? Are you confident? Are you not confident? How you feeling, Carl?
Not confident.
No.
Not confident. This manager lets me down every time, DJB.
Yeah.
Like, how can you trust? How can you trust us? We've been let down for the last 6 years, brother. So what's the difference? We could be let down again. Tomorrow or Tuesday night, massive night. So like that could anything can happen. Anything can happen. As we've seen there in the last game. I don't know, gentlemen. If we get to the final, I was talking to my dad about it. You expect PSG or Bayern Munich to beat Arsenal football-wise, but anything can happen in one game, and we'd be defensive. They'll be all out attack. So, two different styles, anything can happen. So, Lucas, I hope we can do the double, but I'm not going to put my mortgage on it now or anything. So...
Not yet, Carl. You
can't. Not yet.
You got another 4 TVs to buy this season.
Lee. The woman is after warning me. She said, any more TVs, you're gone. So I'm on my best behavior.
You go around Cole's house, he's got shed loads of remotes everywhere, but no TVs.
No. Tesco's has done great business because of me. So but
you go from that top drawer. Hey, where's the batteries in the? Oh, don't worry. There's 25 remotes in that cupboard.
When you pick up the remote and you press it, and it don't work. And, no, that's not the right remote for that TV. That was for the old one.
And it's that bad. We have the Fire Stick, and the missus went to use the Fire Stick the other night, and it wouldn't work on the new TV that I got. So. I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble all the time. But listen, I was listening to you talking about
when you smashed the celly.
Has that, Lee?
Did you break the Fire Stick as well?
I don't know. I think I did. I don't know what I'm after them. I'm in trouble. That's all I do know, Lee.
I just hang on one sec. Big up the Lynch, my friend, as always. Absolute legend. Big up Lynchy, my friend. Go on, Carl.
Yeah, I'm working there today and all night tonight. I won't be finished work till about 5 o'clock in the morning. But so I was eating a Chinese there while I was listening to you. And I heard you talking about some great players there. Paul Scholes was mentioned. This is just me now as an Irishman. For me, the 2 greatest English players that I've seen in my lifetime. Number 1, Paul Gascoigne. Number 2, Paul Scholes.
Oh, man. Paul Gascoigne was something else.
Something else. If he had the right management, he could have been like up there with the greatest of the greats.
Maradona loved him. Maradona idolized him.
He was unreal.
Because Maradona knew that he was the same as him. Like, he just didn't
didn't kick on. And do you know what? Everyone always says here that if Gaza went to Man United instead of Tottenham, Fergie would have sorted him out. I'm not so sure that's the case. I think he might have. But they say the same about Shearer. Like Shearer, if he'd gone there, he would have won everything at Man United. I'm not so sure, because Fergie's ruthless. Fergie would have got you in, and look at what he done with Berbatov. Gets you in, golden boot, and then fucks you and sits you on the bench next season, then sells you next season.
Yeah.
You have to be next level different. Yeah, and I think Gaza was, but I think Fergie would. Yeah, you know when Fergie had his spotters out all around everywhere, yeah? Yeah, he wouldn't have kept up with Gaza. He wouldn't have kept up with him.
No.
I think he
Gaza
would have been real quick.
He was unreal.
Do you know what Gaza remind me of? Because of his antics and his partying, and he was like the modern Georgie Best, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He had everything. He had he reminded me of Georgie Best. He had everything. Balance, 2 feet, vision,
charisma,
passing,
funny,
finishing,
get nickled the birds.
shots. He could shoot. He could do everything, Gaza.
He had everything.
Yeah, he did. He was.
You see, over here in Ireland, we listen to a lot of the English press, the paparazzi, as we call them, and they makes these English players out to be something that they're not. Like Paul Gascoigne, great player. The likes of Paul Scholes. Like looking back in the day, I loved Chris Waddle. I thought Chris Waddle was
Glenn Hoddle as well. Glenn
Hoddle, class act. But sacking these players,
Kevin Keegan was a bad boy.
Listening to people make them out to be world class. And England has the World Cup won already. You see, this is a big problem. Big problem. Like I don't mind England winning the World Cup because I follow the English game. I've no problem with England winning the World Cup. But what I have a problem about is shut the fuck up about 1966. It's now 2026.
Listen.
Calm down. The World Cup hasn't even happened yet.
Right. See how you are frustrated with the way England gets built up into world class this, world class that, and we've got to. Honestly, without Kane, we're knackered.
Yeah.
Facts.
We're done. We're done. We're done. Rice ain't going to carry this England team. Bellingham's probably the most overrated midfield player I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
Rice is fucked.
He's going to have Luke Shaw at left back. He's going to probably bring Harry Maguire back in at centre half.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to rack my brains out.
Who's going right back?
Any manager that picks Noni Madueke for England has got a problem.
I bet Spain is shitting herself.
I'm sorry, Lee. Come on.
France are bricking it.
Noni Madueke for England.
Dominic Solanke is the second striker instead of Ivan Toney or fucking Danny Welbeck.
Ben
White at right back.
Exactly. Put Declan Rice at centre half or something like that. I don't know who he's going to play. But if Kane gets injured, that's it. We're finished.
Yeah, we're done.
Ben White at right back. Look, Noni Madueke. Imagine it if we get through to the knockout stages and we play France and you lining up with Ben White at right back and Noni Madueke at right midfield.
And Solanke up front and Gordon at left wing.
Solanke up front.
This is what I'm saying.
Bellingham in midfield. With a fucking injured Declan Rice.
But the World Cup is finished already. England has it in the cup
Hey,
already.
don't worry, I'm not English anymore. Lee Gonzalez. Yeah, Spain for the win, bro.
Oh, come on, man.
Listen,
Spain I want to retire from football, right? I'll give you a scenario.
Harry Maguire's making that World Cup, by the way. So
I have said that if Arsenal win the Premier League, the Champions League, England win the World Cup and Spurs get relegated, that is my life complete. I'll take up fishing.
You'll be happy with that.
How can you better that? You couldn't better that, Carl.
Couldn't better it. DJB, if Ireland can get to a World Cup, I'd be happy, so I would. Use the shower of, I tell you.
Last time you got to a World Cup, was it Ray Houghton?
Ray Houghton and Ronnie Wilson and the lads.
And Roy Keane fucked off home.
Oh, he did right. And I heard
McCarthy.
About Roy Keane, so I like his in on it. I like his in on something about Roy Keane. I know where Roy Keane is from, originally from in Cork. North Cork. Lads, he comes from a council house, a council estate. Guard cars burnt out on the green in front of his house. He comes from a really rough area, and his dad is known as Funeral King because his dad goes to every fucking funeral in Cork for the beer. He doesn't even know the people is dead, and he still shows up for the pints.
I hear it, Carl. I hear it. I love a beer as well.
Is that a rough area? Is that a rough area where we come from?
It is rough out, DJB. You wouldn't go into it. You wouldn't go into it, brother, and come out.
Could I walk through the north of Cork wearing an England shirt?
No, you would definitely would. You'd have no chance. Yeah, let me tell you a quick one, right? One of the first times I went over to Arsenal on my own.
Yeah.
I get off at Stansted, get the train down, all the rest of you know yourself, the underground. I got mixed up in the underground. I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? Anyway, make a long story short, where do you think I get off?
Go on.
Seven Sisters with an Arsenal jersey on me.
Oh, you biblical stinker and hooked.
Seven Sisters. Some fella walked over to me and he said, "Oi, mate, I think we're in the fucking wrong area." I said, "I think I fucking am." Onto the dark gone again.
Hey, DJ, now imagine him doing the walk of shame, yeah, and then turning left and their main boozers at their way in.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
the old stadium, their main boozer was at the fucking away end on the corner, wasn't it? And they had that fucking gate up. Yeah, it was like a gate, wouldn't it? You couldn't wear your colours down there. Yeah. And you fucking, I swear that road goes on forever, bruv. It seems like you're walking. It's like, you know when you see, shame. Shame. Yeah, it's like Kenny Ken can bowl through there. Claude's the only Arsenal fan I know that can safely walk through Seven Sisters. Yeah, and everyone just loved him. Next is Claude. Everybody else, fucking hell, bro. I'm not even from London.
Kenny Ken's got the freedom of North London, he can walk anywhere.
Well, yeah, but the same. Kenny Ken walks in his colours. He's large and in charge. At the same time, as soon as you turn fucking into that away end, bro, I swear, you had that fence. It was like a fence where their bar was, isn't it? Yeah, they'd have pints of piss waiting, isn't it? Yeah, they'd have the coins. Yeah, and there was like a fence. Yeah, that's their away end. That's our end. Yeah, and that was their main pub on the corner, wasn't it?
You got bombarded, mate. Spat out everything.
Fucking hell.
Lethal place. Lethal.
Yeah, Wembley was a piece of piss, wasn't it? Wembley was easy. Wembley was lovely. Like, it was like, yo, they're at Wembley. Cheers.
Yeah.
Walk out the away end, our pub's right there.
Yeah. Quality.
Yeah, I've not been to their new stadium. Yeah, but
it's beautiful. Absolutely.
It looks amazing, man. It does. It looks amazing.
No, they've got that. I've got to give Spurs his due. Levy, he got that bang on. That's what Arsenal want. See, this is.
They've got Peppa Pig merch now. All the Tottenham fans are crying. They got Peppa Pig merch.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've seen that, the Peppa Pig merch.
They're not bothered. That was a good win for them tonight. DJB, you couldn't even get past security Cork Airport with an England jersey. I'm not taking. When I go over in September, I'm taking nothing like that at all. I haven't got.
You'll be okay, DJB. You'll be with me.
Yeah, I know.
You'll be okay. I'm a bit like Kenny Ken over here in Ireland. I have the freedom of fucking Ireland.
Yeah, I can't wait to go.
Just go on a Spain
Big up the Lynch.
Because by then Spain would have won the World Cup. So just wear you're DJ Gonzalez.
I don't know, man. I don't know who's going to
Spain
win that
pissed
World
that,
Cup.
man. The ball is on the ground. How many times do we sit on these shows there, on all of our channels, like whether it's shorts, and Kyle, you crack me up, man. I see your videos, and it's like 15-minute long video, and it's just like I just sit there. I don't comment, but I'm just like, fucking hell, he's cracking me, He's saying everything that I'm saying, and like same with Shane, when he's got the head like.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen the latest one? The fun. I see when he raided fucking views today. Yeah, and he's got 50. 5 cent. 5 cent.
Oh,
I swear down there. I don't comment on the videos, but I watch it, or I'm listening when I'm cooking, or I'm walking to the beach, or I'm going I'm just listening. I'm just like, these men are fucking hilarious. Yeah, yeah, it's funny. Yeah, it's actually hilarious. Yeah, but I'll be honest. Yeah, we've all sat here. Yeah, for 6 years, 7 years, 10 years, whatever. Whether you're commenting, didn't have a channel, started a channel, have a channel, didn't, whatever. We've all looked at content for 10 years.
yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
like, or even longer, maybe 10, 12, 15 years. Yeah, right. But then it's like, no, I think I can do that. Yeah, and I want my voice. You guys want your voice. Everyone in the chat wants their voice. Yeah, but at the same time, right, if we go back to the last, I don't know, 4 years, we've all said the easiest way to beat Arsenal is keep the ball on the fucking ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is why England ain't winning a damn fucking thing, even with Tommy Tuchel. And I rate Tuchel. Yeah, because Spain, Ruiz, yeah, Rodri, Pedri, Yamin. No. It's game over. Oyezabal, Firmino. Yeah, Nico Williams, I don't rate that scrub, but he's Lamine Yamal's mate, so he gets a gift.
See, England won't. Another reason why England will suffer is because, and I know people are going to say it's crazy, but apparently the heat and the humidity out there is insane. Absolutely insane. And when they, in some of their games, it's like incredible, especially in Mexico.
Yeah, but we're kind of lucky where we're playing our games for the group phase.
A lot of them are evening kickoffs, aren't they? England?
Yeah, the latest game is 10 p.m. UK for the group stage. 10 p.m. UK is the latest.
Yeah. We ain't winning that World Cup, man. We ain't.
France have a chance because they're France. Yeah, and their squad's mad. Yeah, but Spain, Argentina always have a chance. They got Leo Messi. Yeah, Portugal's squad on paper looks good, but if they play Ronaldo, yeah, they still got Roberto Martinez. He ain't good enough.
You reckon it's
is good enough? 100%. 100%. They walk it, bro.
Yeah.
Spain walk it. I'm telling you right now. Yeah, I'm telling you right now, they walk it. They might lose a game here and there. Yeah, along the way. Yeah. That must have. Let me ask you this thing, Cole. Yeah, because obviously you're Arsenal through and through. Yeah, but you're Irish through and through. What did that feel like for you when he cheated your country?
Let's put it up again.
I had a queue of people outside my front gate when that happened. No, what do you say about Thierry Henry? No, Kai. I said the man is a fucking legend, and he did 100% right because I do the fucking same to get my country through the World Cup. Go fuck yourselves. Simple as Diego Maradona did it against England in the World Cup. He did perfectly right. If he got away,
I bet he was a hero in Ireland when Maradona done that in the World Cup, wasn't he?
As that?
Hand to God, I bet he was a hero in Ireland, wasn't he?
He was an absolute legend, a hero. Both. Thierry Henry did right because if Robbie Keane did the same thing at the other side of the pitch and got away with it, so be it. It's all part and parcel. I think Thierry Henry, he's a legend, always will be a legend. Ireland is fucking, they never achieved nothing anyway. Ireland are just not like the old days under Jack Charlton.
Let me ask you,
Jackie Charlton. Right, what a guy.
Oh yeah, Roy Keane. How does he go down in Irish football when he walked out the World Cup and all that? How does he go down amongst the Irish folk, Roy Keane?
Very interesting question, DJB. I can tell you that when it actually did happen, I would say 80% of the country was against him.
Really?
But as the years went by, I think now he has much more support from the Irish now than what he did back then. I think the man was completely right. He has standards. The standards weren't there for the country. He said, I don't need this, I don't have to cope with this. And he walked and he did right. The unfortunate thing about that is that I still feel to this very day that if Roy Keane would have stayed, we would have bet Spain. I really do feel that.
You would have had a chance, 100%.
I think so.
A better
Yeah,
chance.
I think so.
But you know what? Watching back, yeah, and that's a sick question, DJ. Yeah, watching back some of the clips, and we've all watched the clips, right, and the videos. Yeah, he said that like he was telling Mick McCarthy, "Yo, what the fuck is this? Like we're about to play a World Cup, yeah, and this is our facilities. Have a go at the FA." Then he's like, yeah. But then he's also said that there's only so much Mick McCarthy could have done. Yeah, but then Mick McCarthy got the ump with him, and that's where it went south, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like, well, I fucking tried. What do you want me to do? Yeah, if I was Roy Keane, and I'll take Roy Keane and what he says as face value, yeah, because he just says it is. I love him. I fucking love Roy Keane. Yeah, but at the same time, I'll be cool. Give me the number. I'll call them. Yeah, I'll call them. I'll fucking sell them. I'm the best player, mate. I play for Man United. I'm the captain. Yeah, imagine you turn up to a World Cup and there's no facilities for it.
Yeah.
That's mad.
It's mad. It's crazy. It's crazy. That whole situation was crazy.
You had a good squad as well. A very good squad.
Very good squad.
Yeah.
But even though DJB, you used to remember under Jack Charlton, we had a team, we had a squad of players that could achieve so much more. I love Jack Charlton and I love what he done for the country, but I still feel he kept us away from achieving what we could have achieved. Look at the players that we had. We didn't play the football I think that we should have played with the squad of players that we had.
That's like us with Southgate, right? Yeah, the squad that we could have picked, DJ. Yeah, we don't play the football. We could have played under Southgate.
Do you see him? Do you see this fella here? Look,
Damien Duff.
Damien Duff.
Baller.
Yeah,
Baller.
Prick.
Yeah.
I had a little falling out with Damien Duff, personally. He was up in I was up in Wicklow with my mother, and we went into a coffee shop to get a cup of coffee one day. And Damien Duff was in it with his woman. There was only a couple of people in the car, a really quiet place in the countryside in Rathwood. And this man walked in with his child in a wheelchair. And the little fella in the wheelchair got excited to see Damien Duff. The man walked over and said, "Can I get a picture taken with my young fella? He loves you." Damien Duff said, "I'm here to have a coffee with my woman, not to fucking sign picture or sign autographs and get photographs taken. Get the hell out of here."
You're joking.
I was with my mother. We were just after ordering 2 coffees. And I swear to God, may God strike me dead. I walked over to the table and I said, you are Damien Duff. And we won't curse here now, but I said, you are that. Beep, 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 beep. And I said, how goddamn dare you refuse a young fella in a wheelchair a photograph to take you 2 seconds? Only for the likes of that fella, you wouldn't be sitting here in the position that you're in. You're a multi-millionaire, I said, because of fans. And people like you, I say, they're a disgrace to the game. I had a big, massive argument with him, and then I just walked out with my mother. I thought it was disgraceful. So anytime I see Damien Duff's name being mentioned, I have no respect for him. He's a little leprechaun. No respect for him.
And he would have been a good
leprechaun.
No, mate.
I'll tell you, I got on. They do be on RT2, then do commentary. Let not to be the hard fella. Let not to be the hard. He wasn't too hard that day when I confronted him. He wasn't too hard then.
No. Absolutely.
It's out of order. I've seen that with Mesut Ozil. Yeah, I've seen Mesut Ozil drive down the Hornsey Road. You know where the trolley is? Yeah, DJ. Yeah. And he jumped a red light. Yeah, jumped a red light and told the fans fuck off. Stuck his middle finger up. But I've also seen him with a Pratt in the hat in the underground car park, yeah, because we had the plug in the underground car park, yeah, and my man stops him, yeah. So they stop the cars, and the players come out the tunnel, isn't it? Yeah, out the, yeah. So my man said, no. It was like, yo, Ozil's coming. I never wanted a picture of Ozil. Yeah, I nudged my man. I was like, yo, take the boy. Ozil's coming. Yeah. And to be fair, Ozil was amazing with him and his kid. And that was his fan cam or his vlog. Yeah. And Ozil took the picture and spoke with the boy for 5 minutes. But I've also seen him when it's outside of that closed environment. Give it that. Yeah, Granit Xhaka, another one. Yeah, don't get me started on him, buddy.
Shocking stuff.
Lee Dixon for me.
Awobi another one as well. Awobi another one.
Honestly, Lee Dixon around the stadium. Honestly, I've seen twice. Never had the time of day for anyone. Didn't even say hello, nothing.
Muhammad Ali, the great Muhammad Ali, queued up to see Sugar Ray Robinson, and Sugar Ray Robinson got over his car, and Ali was only a young boy at the time, looking for an autograph, and he was at the queue for hours. And Sugar Ray walked past him, and Ali said that I will sign autographs every day of the week if I ever become famous. And a few weeks before he died, he was doing an event. There was 3,000 people at that event, and Ali signed 3,000 autographs at that event. When he was Parkinson and all the rest of it.
Tells you the man, though, doesn't it?
Tells you the man. And lucky enough, DJB, I think I told Lee this before. My father's a boxing historian. And when Ali fought here in Ireland, my father had the privilege of spending 3 days with Muhammad Ali in Croke Park in Dublin. Training, the fight, ringside at the fight. And to this very day, my father up in the house, he has in the big frame the boxing gloves that Ali wore at that fight, and signed to Thomas, that's my dad's name, Thomas. To Thomas, best wishes, Muhammad Ali. And this was straight after the fight. And as he signed Ali, a drop of sweat came off his brow and landed on the dot of the eye. And the splash of the ink is still on the page with the boxing gloves. Unbelievable.
That's got to be worth fortunes, man.
Never be sold. Never sold.
And I want to tell you it's a quick one now. I won't hold you up. I'm getting off the point here. But my father, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, had a fan page.
What a boxer.
And there was something about a fight. And my father picked out something in this particular fight. And the next thing, he gets a message back. And my dad said, look, I know what I'm talking about. And the fella came back at him again and again. So anyway, it ended up they had a little argument, and it was the real Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and my father and Hagler became best friends for years.
Wow!
They FaceTime each other almost every day, and Mrs. Hagler's wife. And I have to admit, I had the privilege of talking to Hagler on the phone numerous times. He was a lovely man, a gentleman, and he got COVID. And he died at the age of 63 with COVID. Wow. And my father is down and out ever since. And that's Mrs. Hagler stays in contact with my father. Imagine that. Mrs. Hagler stays in contact with my father.
Crazy.
So there's one for you. So he spent 3 days and 3 nights with Muhammad Ali, and he became best friends with Marvelous Marvin Hagler.
Hagler's some boxer, man.
This is what I'm saying.
You see boxing nowadays. See, boxing to me nowadays is like football nowadays. It's just not the same.
Not the same.
There's no real boxers nowadays. Years ago, you had Hagler, Ali, Foreman, Sugar Ray Leonard,
Bruno.
Honestly.
Yeah, Bruno. Yeah,
Smoky Joe Fraser.
And they'd all fight the biggest fights.
It was proper boxing.
They'd take on Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'd all fight. They'd say, yeah, come on, let's have it then.
Yeah.
Now it's all like they're moving chess pieces.
Yeah.
Look at that. Look, great Ryan Giggs, Flannel's clothes shop, said, hiya, blanked me. Then the little lad with his mum wanted to meet him and the photo, and he said no, and he walked out.
Right, I'm mates with Giggs' brother. And Giggs' brother's sound. Yeah. Shame what happens to Giggs' brother because of Giggsy. But big up Rodri.
Marie's met Raheem Sterling and Ashley Cole. Sterling was the nicest.
Right. He probably wanted another child, babes.
Sterling is, yeah. You probably could.
He's got about fucking 8 kids. Fair play. He can afford to pay for them all, by the way.
I'll be honest. Yeah. If one of our legends did that and met him in our same area, I couldn't have stood up to them like that. I don't know. I don't think I could have, sadly.
No, do you know what it is, though? Yeah, like.
Met Joe Frazier in the 90s, local boxing club. Look at that, Empire Gym in Bristol. My dad was starstruck. Big gentle giant he was. I was about 8 at the time. We'll never forget that day. Incredible.
I was like that with Charlie George. Yeah, I couldn't get my words out. We played FC Kong. Do you remember when they stormed the stadium?
Yeah, he was there, DJ. Yeah, he must have been there. FC Com, they stormed the stadium.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they put the game back an hour later, and Alexis
Yeah.
scored a bad boy goal that day. Yeah, they put
You
the
met
game
him?
back an hour. Not well. Me and he will not be named. Yeah, right. We used to park in the underground car park at the Emirates. We pressed the lift to go up from the car park. He gets out the lift. Yeah, and I'm like, I was he'd gone by the time I said that's Charlie George.
Wow, man.
Yeah, and then we got up on the concourse. Yeah, and all the fucking staff on the concourse like, how the fuck did you two get in? It was like, parked us in the car park. Yeah, and we didn't know what was going on outside, and you got police horses outside, everything. Yeah, we didn't know. Yeah, then we go to Twitter. Yeah, and all the MFC conf. That was the best atmosphere in the Emirates at that point, by the way, ever.
Yeah.
They were megaphones in the executive boxes and everything. Yeah, it was fucking crazy. Yeah, and Alexis. DJ, I was block 10, North Bank Lower, yeah, row 6. Yeah. I was right behind that Alexis goal, and he whipped it, and we knew it was in. Yeah,
How
we
good
knew it
was
was
he,
in.
Alexis
He
Sanchez?
took like 2 or 3 players on, dropped them, yeah, and he curled it, and you could just see we were already cheering. But there was, when we got to our seats, there was 3 Germans in our seats. Yeah, and we was like, no, this ain't happening, bro. They was like, we don't want no trouble. Yeah, they spoke great English. No, we don't want no trouble. We're here for the atmosphere. Yeah, when Alexis scored, yeah, the flares are going off, fucking everything. They're fucking recording it for Snapchat. Yeah, that was insane. That was such a good vibe. That night was one of the best nights I've ever had at the Emirates.
Oh yeah.
Unreal.
Alexis Sanchez was absolute. Oh,
He was different, wasn't he? He was just. He's what I look at as like, you get it. You get it.
Just everything. He was the complete, wasn't he?
Yeah, left foot, right foot, mentality.
brilliant.
You got the physicality. Yeah. Do you remember when Coughlin, I think it was Coughlin, got sent off against Tottenham? Yeah, and he equalised. Yeah, 2-2, I think it was. Yeah, and he rolled his gloves off and he drop kicked him.
Yes, yeah.
And everyone was slagging him off from that day onwards, saying, "Oh, he don't want to be here." Blah blah blah. I remember I went Palace away. Yeah, there was some big fat fuck behind me. Right, I think we won 3-1. I think it was 3-1. Yeah, and I was row 1 at Palace away. Right, this geezer behind. He's counting how many times he gave the ball away. Yeah, counting how many times he gave the ball away. Yeah, I was like, I looked at him, I thought, fucking hell, it looks like Jabba the Hutt. He was literally standing right behind me, yeah. Right. Then Alexis scores. I think they equalised. Yeah, and he was like, oh, he's given the ball away 23 times in this game. He don't want to fucking be here. Yeah. No, we were 1-0 down, I think. Then he equalised. Either way. Yeah, and I was like, what are you saying now, brother? Yeah. Yeah. Then he scored again. Yeah, and I turned around and he'd gone. Yeah, and
As
Alexis,
you do.
I think it's still on my Instagram story. He celebrated right in front of me. I was like, Alexis fucking Sanchez, baby. Yeah. I was at West Brom New Year's Eve, yeah. Yeah, you remember New Year's Eve, West Brom, he scored the penalty, DJ. Yeah, 1-1.
I don't think I was there then, but I do remember the
West
game.
Brom away. Yeah, we got a penalty right to death. And it was New Year's Eve. That caused an argument with me and the bird I was with at the time.
Yeah,
like, oh, we're supposed to go to
I
this
remember
party.
it well, yeah.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I was like,
contentious
West Brom
penalty
away,
as
mate.
well, if I remember.
I was like, it's West Brom away. Yeah, I'm fucking bro. I love Alexis Sanchez. Yeah, and Troops met Alexis. Yeah,
No.
Troops met him. Yeah, Troops met him. He went. Troops was walking down the high road somewhere in London. Yeah, and he see Alexis, and Alexis was like, "Yo, I know you from AFTV." Yeah, and Troops filmed it and put it out there, and everyone got on Troops' case because obviously back then AFTV were vilified. Now they're the plug of the club, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah, Troops met him, and that was just before he was leaving the club. But yeah, I think his last game was Crystal. I think it was Crystal Palace, and I was at that game. He scored twice. I think that was his last game.
Sanchez, gutted.
Do you remember when we signed him?
Oh, It was like the new coming, wasn't it? It was like here we go again. Like we're going to start winning loads of trophies again.
2000, yeah, and we did.
He was our last. He was our last proper signing, though, wasn't he?
Last proper player that we've had.
Him and Ozil. And Ozil
that season was unplayable. Ozil,
yeah, but Ozil signed the season before. Yeah, and it was like them two. It was like, and do you remember Ozil set up Giroud on his debut? I think it was Sunderland away, I think. Yeah, and he set up Giroud and Giroud scored. Now I think it was Sunderland away, Ozil's debut. I think maybe it was Sunderland at home. I think it was Sunderland. Yeah, and we was like, whoa, because I rated Ozil at Real Madrid. The difference is he had Jose as his manager and he subbed him off after 60 minutes in La Liga. Wenger played him for 90 odd minutes.
Yeah.
It's like you can't do 90 minutes, bro. You can do 60.
Yeah, big up Aaron. He played it square from the left, yeah.
Yeah. Aaron, my G, bro. I'll reply to your voice message in a minute, Aaron. I did hear it when I was live.
I'm telling you now, Ozil had that season where he was unplayable, but Sanchez, mate, when he came to the club, I thought, this is it. We're going to win things now. This is it. This is a proper signing. He's probably the last signing that I've been really excited about. I've not had one.
But now,
Aubameyang, probably
the only player that's got me off my seat since then. Yeah, my dad said, like, people when I do my Lee Reacts channel, people will go, "Oh, ask your dad about this." My dad's 68 in August. Ask your dad about this player. Yeah, and he goes like, "His goat Zidane." Yeah, but he stopped watching football because Zidane transferred from Juve to Real Madrid for 50 M's.
Zidane, man, was some player.
And when football's finished, he goes, "But Zidane's my goat." My dad's seen George Best live. Yeah, but he sat there and he said, "Johan Cruyff would get me like this, like shit, every time he gets the ball." Yeah. But for me, it was Alexis Sanchez. It was Thierry Henry. It was Bergkamp. Yeah. Like, obviously, later it was Alexis. Who's the player now? The only player that gets me off my seat at this football club is Max Dowman. It's the only player now.
Cole, Cole, what? I don't know. It's true what Lee says. Who actually gets you off your seat now? When you watch the Premier League, even Arsenal. All right, Max Dowman excites her, but years ago we had players all the time where you mentioned Gaza. Spurs had ballers, didn't? Spurs had some good players, didn't they?
We were lucky. We were very lucky to grow up and see the players that we did see, because I just feel sad for the young generation to watch the players of today. It's not the same. Football is not the same. Not just the same. But we're talking about football now. Football is not the same. Like I'm a film critic, so I watch a lot of films. I write about films for the papers here and stuff like that. And films are not even like they used to be.
No.
Music is not the same. Youngsters are not the same. No. And they're looking at the likes of Sack. They think Sack is this legendary player. He's not a legendary player. We grew up, we saw players. Mm-hmm. And it's terrible to say that we're relying on a 16-year-old kid to get us up off our seats with excitement. It's terrible to say that.
It's criminal, isn't it? £1 billion spent and we're relying on a 16-year-old kid to get us excited. This is what I could keep saying and people don't understand it.
DJB, I have a question for you now. I never asked you this. Now, maybe you're not as maybe you don't remember. I'll ask you anyway. We talk about players, right? And some people says to me that George Best was the best and this and that. But I always said, in my opinion, now I'd like to hear your opinion. I always said, no, he's not. He wasn't the best. I always thought Bobby Charlton was the best. What would you think, DJB?
Bobby Charlton was something special. He was something special. The goals he scored was just incredible. Everything about him, yeah, proper goal scorer. But
he didn't have the looks and all like George Best did.
It wasn't about the looks with Georgie Best. I think with Georgie Best he was the sort of player where your team could be being played absolutely horribly, like crap, like bad. You could be getting battered. But Georgie Best would just do that one thing where he'd get the ball, go past 2 or 3 players, and make something happen. Do you know what I mean? He was incredible player.
Yes, he had that star quality.
He had.
Would you think he was better than Bobby Charlton then, DJB?
I would think so. I think so.
My dad said that my dad rates Bobby Charlton, but he said George Best was incredible.
I always look at it from a manager. If you was a manager of a football club and 2 came up for sale, I reckon most managers would have George Best. Most managers.
I mean, he was shagging brasses at half time and down in whiskey. Yeah, smashing brasses in the showers at half time while they're doing the team talk. Yeah.
Unfortunately, Georgie Best was in a he was in the 60s, wasn't he?
He was born in the wrong era.
He was born in the wrong era. So you had the fashion, he had the looks, he had the money, he had the talent, he had the cars.
He was the Beckham before Beckham.
If you've got that in the 60s, you ain't playing. There's something else taking over for your football brain, isn't there?
Yeah. The 5th Beatle. That's what he was calling.
Yeah, he was the Beckham before Beckham.
Yeah,
because Beckham had that X factor. Yeah, and then you had Pop Spice, like fucking Spice Girls. Yeah, like fucking.
I mean, it's different, but Bobby Charlton was a great. Yeah,
my dad has seen England win a World Cup. My dad was 8 when they won it. He was 8 when they won it. Yeah, he remembers like the street parties and yeah. My dad said seen Jimmy Greaves.
Oh, Greavesy was just Greavesy.
He's seen Jeff Hurst. Yeah, he's seen Eusebio, Pele. Yeah, it's like when people ask me about footballers, I'm like, I always say to them, if I didn't see them, I ask my dad. Yeah, and I only can go off of what my dad see because he see it. Yeah, that don't make it right. Yeah, that's his opinion. Yeah, my dad said his GOAT. Why do you think I have Zidane on the League Reaction channel? It's my dad's GOAT. Yeah, my dad thinks fucking Messi's shit. Yeah, he goes, no, he's rubbish. He goes, Ronaldo's better than him. Yeah, I always tell him, I say, you fucking say that again, that fucking front door over there. Yeah, he goes, no, that little dwarf at Barca, he keeps saying, that little midget.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm like, Dad, he's insane.
But look at the players
my
that
dad
were
loved
around.
Platini, Michel Platini. He said, like, and every time he mentions Platini, he always mentions Glenn. He mentions Glenn Hoddle every time he mentions both of them. Like, he mentions both.
Platini, Hoddle was
low socks, just gliding around the football.
Glenn Hoddle was a great player.
Yeah, he used to look like Kevin Keegan when he was younger. Yeah, when he met my mother, they've been together. Well, they've been married 45 years. Yeah, my dad used to get chased down the street because he had the long curly perm. Hey, that's Kevin Keegan. That's Kevin Keegan. Yeah, my dad used to be Kevin Keegan.
Great player.
Now he looks like Steve Bold. Matty's seen my dad backstage. Yeah, now he looks like Steve Bold. Yeah, but back in the day, my dad was like Kevin Keegan. People thought he was Kevin Keegan. Yeah, but Kevin Keegan, back-to-back Ballon d'Ors.
Oh, Keegan was something else.
Yeah, back-to-back Ballon d'Ors. Yeah, but every time people ask me, like, ask your dad about this player. Yeah,
Jean-Pierre Papin, great player.
93 Marseille. Yeah, Jean-Pierre Papin was a bad boy. Yeah. Every time people ask me, say, "Oh, ask your dad about this player," and I'll never forget this. He said, "The one player that used to get me off my seat was Johan Cruyff."
Oh, he was something else.
Johan Cruyff. He said, "That's how I am when Dalman comes on." Like, that's how I am when Lamine Yamal's playing.
All them sort of players.
Yeah,
you don't see them now. There's no players. I mean, look at Ronaldinho, man. I mean, what a player he was. I mean, come on.
See, that's Rance's goal. Yeah, and I get that because it's like, bro, that guy didn't even bother turning up to training. That guy was shagging every bird every weekend. Going out partying, Ronaldinho.
Rance, his goal. He was incredible player.
And let's be real, yeah. he's probably the most gifted footballer I've ever seen. Yeah, and he didn't even try. He didn't even try. Bro, that guy was going out partying till 4, 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, turning up to training, going, well, I'll just hit the crossbar 6 times in a row. Oh, anyway, I'm bored now. When's the match?
Oh, no. Crazy. Big up, Brenny. Yeah. Alan Smith, fantastic striker. 2 golden boots. Yeah. Very underrated, Alan Smith. Very underrated. Apparently, Dixie Dean was astonishing. Yeah.
No, we ain't old enough to sort of witness that.
Old school Liverpool fan says their greatest player was Billy Liddell, who saved them from going down in the 3rd division. All right, big up, yeah. Liverpool have had some great players over the years. Great players.
There was somebody in my chat on the watch along yesterday, yeah. Can't remember her first name, bless her. Yeah. But it said her name, Belly Dancer. Yeah, and she had her picture, and Arsenal, yeah, put out in the program for the game yesterday. Yeah, and Matty's in the chat now, yeah. Matty, you'll remember this. Yeah, and I pinned it. Yeah, and Arsenal put in the match day program yesterday. Yeah, a little thing for him because he's been supporting Arsenal 90 years. That was her dad. 90 years.
Wow.
See, Arsenal are good at shit.
I'll be catching him up soon.
Yeah, but Arsenal are good at stuff like that. Yeah. Arsenal are really good at stuff like that. Yeah, they're like 90 years. And he was at the game as well yesterday. He was
Matty saying, check your phone, Lee.
It's great. It's crazy to me, yeah, because like my dad's seen Eusebio, George Best, Johan Cruyff, yeah, but he stopped watching football because Zidane transferred from Juve to Real Madrid for 50 M's.
That's crazy.
He said that Zidane's the best player he's ever seen.
Big up, Jez.
But he stopped watching football. That's up, Jezza. He stopped watching football because 50 mil for one player. Nah, plus wages. Nah. He said, no, I'm done. But he says Zidane's the best player he's ever watched. He's seen Eusebio, Pele, yeah, fucking everyone.
Oh, no, it's crazy. Zidane was something else, though. Zidane was, his balance and everything was just...
Do you know what it is with Zidane, DJ? Yeah? He shouldn't have been that good for the size of the guy.
Nah, no.
Yeah, he was like, what, 6'3"?
6'3". He was 6'3", yeah. But his balance and his touch and just awareness, he was just great.
His IQ is like
I don't
the way
see
he glides.
players anymore like it. I don't see players anymore like it. I don't know. Football's played differently nowadays. I mean, as I said, even like the Glenn Oddles and all of that, you don't see anymore. Brady was something else. Liam Brady was something else.
Yeah. Every time I say to my old man, they're like, how good was Platini? Because he won like 3 Ballon d'Ors in a row, didn't he?
Platini was brilliant.
But every time I mention Platini to my dad, he mentions Glenn Oddle.
Yeah.
Every time. I'm like...
He was a class act.
Yeah, I'm like...
Oh, he was Kyle, wasn't he?
Class act.
I'm not old enough to have watched this.
Hadji.
Right. See, this is me now. So you see what I just said about my father?
Yeah.
Every time somebody mentions Georgie Hadji, I mention Stoichkov.
Yeah, Stoichkov.
Yeah, because they were the Stoichkov and Hadji. They qualified the nations, bro.
When you say Stoichkov and Hadji, you have to put Romario in that bracket.
Oh,
Romario to me is the greatest striker that ever lived.
Oh.
End of conversation.
There's a Spursy bar at the end of my street, yeah. Right, and the geezer in it is a proper wind-up merchant. Yeah, he don't even watch Tottenham anymore. Right, he will. I bowled in there, goes, "Oh, here he is, fucking top gooner." I said, "Yeah, I fucking stormed your gaff again, you." Yeah, it's like fucking giving it large and in charge. He is the chef and the gaff. Yeah, it's funny as fuck. Right, he said to me the other day, yeah, and I'm so glad you mentioned Romario. When he played for, I think it was Barcelona, I think Louis van Gaal's army. I think it might have been Louis van Gaal. Might have been Bobby Robson. Either way, it was at Barca, right? He said, "Gaffer, I need to go back to Brazil." Yeah, I can't remember what happened, but I need to go back to Brazil. Yeah, and the gaffer said to it, I think it was either Bobby Robson or Louis van Gaal. Yeah, they said, yeah, cool. Yeah, if you score two or three goals, yeah, by half time, you can go. Yeah, this is the day before. He scored the fucking goals, whips his shirt off, and just walked off the pitch and says, "Sub me." He'd already booked a flight the day before.
There's one here, look. There's one here, Carl.
Recoba, bad boy.
Recoba.
Oh,
Recoba was Leo Messi before Leo Messi.
class.
Bad boy.
No, we're talking about world class, like world class player.
George Weah, another one. I remember watching that. We all remember watching that. Yeah, Italian football, Gazzetta dello Sport. Yeah, go Lazzo, Channel 4. Yeah,
our Sundays were made up. When
my mum and dad made me watch fucking F1 first. It was boring, bruv. Yeah, and they said you have to watch F1, and if you don't watch the F1, you ain't watching the Italian football. I remember watching him run the whole length of the pitch.
Only 60, feeling good. Big up to you, my friend. Larson.
Yeah. Fucking
Larson was a brilliant player.
Batistuta, the one underneath that, yeah? One underneath that, Batistuta, yeah? The only player I've seen close to that guy is Aguero. Batistuta, do you remember when he shanked us up at Wembley?
Yeah, oh, man, I was there.
Yeah.
I was there as well. The first game my eldest son ever saw.
Class.
Yeah, Fiorentina. Bro,
yeah.
Bro, that guy was a joke. That's one of my favorite strikers ever.
The greatest player I ever saw in my lifetime was Diego Maradona. Ain't of. Diego Maradona.
You've seen him
the
live?
Greatest I ever saw.
Maradona, yeah? Brilliant.
Maradona, yeah. The greatest I ever saw.
He nearly come to Arsenal. Did you know that?
I didn't know that, DJB.
Yeah, he nearly come to Arsenal. All the papers was in, and there was something wrong with the paperwork and Argentina and all of that. And but yeah, he nearly signed for Arsenal.
He was the greatest. The greatest you ever saw, DJB, or have you seen better?
Not Maradona, no.
He's gonna say Benjamin Sesko.
Sesko, you know. I love
Pirlo's the best player you've ever seen.
No, he's up there. One of them. No, he's not. He's not the best player I've ever seen.
Who's the best player then?
It's got to be Maradona. It's got to be Maradona.
Yeah, so Maradona's your goat, yeah.
It's got to be Maradona. Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you both this here. Well, obviously, I know Carl's answer is Maradona because he's seen him live. Yeah, who's the best player? Number one, you've seen live.
Paolo Maldini comes close though.
But number two, you've seen against your club. Like best performance against your club, not Arsenal.
You're going to laugh at me now, Lee, when I say this to you. It straight away stands out to me. And he's a player. I actually came home from the match and I said to my brother, who's a Manchester United fan, you have a player at your club who I think could be the best midfield player in world football. And when I said that, his whole career went downhill. But on that particular day, he was exceptional. The Brazilian Anderson. Remember Anderson?
Yeah.
I went over to Old Trafford. It was an FA Cup tie with Arsenal, Man United in Old Trafford. And I went over with a friend of mine who's a Man United supporter. And I had to wear my Arsenal jersey and the zip of my jacket up to my neck because I was standing the fucking Stretford end. And he said to me, "No, Kyle, if Arsenal score, just stand like a statue. Do not move." So, but that day, Manchester United bet us 4-0. Bowie got sent off. I remember Bowie getting sent off. And Anderson was playing that day, and he was absolutely brilliant. And Wayne Rooney was exceptional. I think Rooney scored twice. He was exceptional. But for me, Anderson always stands out to me. On that particular day, he was brilliant.
What about you, DJ? Like best player you've ever seen.
There's been so many.
Your life is obviously Messi. Maradona. Yeah.
There's been so many
player that you've seen the best performance against Arsenal whilst you've been at a game.
So many. So many. I mean, the Batistuta one at Wembley, he was unplayable. He was unplayable. His touch, his vision, the way he went into space. That on a big game, on a big stadium, but that's up there, Batistuta. Ryan Giggs as well in that semi-final of the FA Cup, man. Ryan Giggs was we couldn't get near him all game. And I remember when he picked that ball up and he went on that run, I'm going to Vieira, just take the yellow card, just hit him. Just
I was
hit him.
screaming at TV with a Man United fan who works on Box Nation now. Yeah.
Ryan Giggs.
Yeah, and fucking
Paul Gascoigne at Wembley.
Oh, mate. 91, man.
Yeah.
Henry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So many.
John Barnes.
Mate, John Barnes was a joke.
Brilliant player.
Yeah, I thought John Barnes was... See, John Barnes never done it for England for me. For all the talent John Barnes had and for all the brilliant skills John Barnes had, he always disappointed me in an England shirt, other than that Brazil goal.
Then he swerved to Jamaica again.
You know?
Yeah, he was like, bun that, I'll go to Jamaica.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many outstanding players.
The best player I've ever seen, like in terms of my GOAT, is Messi for me. I've never seen a player like that. Yeah, and luckily, thankfully, I've seen him live. Yeah, he was shit that night. The best performer I've seen whilst I'm at a stadium watching him live, is Xavi.
Couldn't get a fucking ball off the geezer.
An unbelievable player.
Xavi was just
that was when
run the whole show, didn't he?
Zlatan scored twice. Almunia was like Spider-Man that night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then Zlatan dinked Almunia from 30 yards. Yeah, Seth scored a penalty, a broken leg. Yeah, and we brought Thea Walker on. I'll never forget it. Yeah, my sister texts me, my little sister texts me, and she goes, "Who's this guy? He's super quick." I was like, "That's Thea Walker. He won the penalty. Seth scored with a broken leg." That game, you could not get the ball off fucking Xavi, bro.
Yeah,
and he's like what, 5'7", incredible. But my goat's Messi. My goat's Messi.
Unreal. But DJB Lee knows this. I had the great privilege to meet Pele, the great Pele. And Pele once said that when they asked him he was about being the greatest player ever to play the game, Pele actually said, "I played with players on the beaches of Brazil that were better than me, but they just didn't get the breaks that I got."
Yeah.
That's what Pele said.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
That's true. Well, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Yeah.
100%.
Madueke's nicking 150 grand a week out of our club. Yeah. It's not what he knows, it's who he knows.
Yeah.
Like, come on. There's no all right, Kieran's. I'd love to meet Kieran Tierney, bro. I'd love to meet Tony Adams. Never met Tony Adams. Shane's met Tony Adams. Well,
Tony Adams
I met him myself. I got my jersey.
Tony Adams played for the same district team I played in.
That's crazy.
Barking and Dagenham district.
He was sound out.
When a school at Eastbrook Comprehensive.
One of my pals around the corner is Scottish. Yeah. One of my pals around the corner is Scottish. Yeah, he's a Motherwell fan. Yeah, and he was while we were with Tierney's auntie. Yeah, I've been on FaceTime with Tierney's auntie, but not Tierney. I was like, but he was playing for Arsenal at the time, so he weren't allowed. Yeah, I was like, yo, get him. Yeah, get him on the FaceTime. Get him on the channel. Yeah, she was like, yeah, I'll speak to him. Yeah, but that's what it is, isn't it? Yeah, he was
Tony
playing
Adams
for Arsenal, and Arsenal block everything.
Tony Adams used to run a Sunday league team called Cannon Athletic. He used to play in the Echo League, Essex Echo League, and he used to manage a Sunday league team called Cannon Athletic that was in the same league as ours. And when he was on a ban through drink driving with his drinking problem, we came out the changing room and he led the team out. Martin Hayes' brother used to play for him as well.
That's mad.
That is mad.
On my kid's life, I swear.
That's fucking mad.
Yeah, Cannon Athletic.
I'm going to go and empty that real quick.
Yeah.
Do you know what, yeah? I love this chat. Yeah. I love both of you, first and foremost. Yeah. But this chat, yeah, we're all of a certain age, and the younger ones, they're educating themselves.
Yeah.
And I really like that because, like, we ain't seen no mutants in the chat. Yeah, everyone's like, wow. Yeah, and even the younger ones that have grown up in a different era, they'll give
Kenny
their
Dalglish.
names. Yeah, they'll give their names of King Kenny for a reason, bruv. Kenny Dalglish.
Kenny Dalglish. Ian Rush. Ian Rush used to terrorise us all the time.
Right. Ian Rush looks proper scouse as well.
That Liverpool team, man, that was unbelievable.
Mate, Graham Souness, Ian Rush, fucking mate.
But you think about Kevin Keegan. Kevin Keegan won the European Player twice. And Kevin Keegan would be the first to say he wasn't born naturally gifted.
Kevin Keegan, that's a fucking graft.
He had to put in lots of work to become
best thing he ever done was go Hamburg.
Yeah.
That was the best thing he ever done. He was one of the first to go abroad, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he won back-to-back Ballon d'Ors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right, Michael Owen, yeah. I always stand on this, right? I don't know about you guys. I need to go piss. What a player. Yeah, I'll always stand on this, yeah. If Michael Owen never got injured, yeah, we wouldn't be talking about Alan Shearer, top goal scorer in the Prem.
No.
He was the most natural finisher. Yeah. And when I say finisher, it's like left foot, right foot. You can whip it.
Lee, that FA Cup final. That FA Cup
I was at that cup final in Cardiff. I cried all the way back, DJ.
He ruined us.
Yeah, but why didn't we wipe him out? Why didn't we wipe him out again?
Talking about one of the best performances against Arsenal, that was one of them as well.
Yeah. It was like, just fucking clot him, bro. Martin Kieran sits on fucking TalkSport chatting shit. Yeah, just wipe him out, bro.
And I remember there, this is you guys, when I was eating my dinner, you were talking about not seeing volleys scored anymore. And you were naming out great volleys of the past. I'm going to tell you a volley that nobody talks about, and it's one of the greatest volleys ever seen.
For fuck's sake.
Ronnie Whelan's volley against Russia in the 1988 Euros.
Yes!
One of the greatest volleys of all time.
Nobody even knows who Ronnie Whelan is, bruv. This is the problem.
Jeez.
You remember
that
one,
DJ? They don't get spoken about, Kyle.
Mick McCarthy threw the ball.
It literally came out of nowhere.
An unbelievable volley.
God.
Yeah.
One of the best volleys to talk about. Marco van Basten's volley. Ronnie Whelan's never been as good.
Yeah, but it's Marco van Basten, so it's more sexy.
Yeah.
He's called Ronnie Whelan. It's not
Graham
sexy.
Sharp. I was trying to think as well. Graham Sharp, he was
Graham Sharp was quality.
He used to love playing against Arsenal.
Quality player.
He used to love playing against Arsenal. Yeah.
DJ, and Kyle, and chat. Any of you at the game when Ozil scored that fucking volley against Newcastle?
I wasn't at that game.
I wasn't at that game, no.
Yeah, bro. I was sat right behind it, bro. Well,
George Best, big up,
it's to say it was a different angle, but it's the same as what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same. It's similar. It's not as far out. Yeah, it was in the box bit, and he just like he knows it down against Leverkusen. It was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like fucking hell, bro. Yeah, but back then, like I said earlier, yeah, and I've said like I sat there and watched 1 hour of Premier League of volleys.
I've got to watch it.
I'll send you it in a minute. I need to go piss.
I love Zola.
Gianfranco Zola, second best player to play in the Prem after Bergkamp.
Yeah. Here's a question for you, right? Here's a question for your chat as well, right? What about the most underrated players that you've seen? Underrated.
Jordan Henderson. I'll leave you on that one. Jordan Henderson.
Jordan Henderson.
Matt Letizia.
Matt Letizia. He's the first one that I ever say. Matt Letizia. Never get the recognition. That guy was. I always say, Cole, that if Matt Letizia played for Barcelona, Real Madrid, and you'd be talking about him with some of the greats.
Yeah, DJ, we had this conversation. I had a conversation on YouTube. I don't know what show it was.
James.
We were talking about the great players of the greatest players in the Premier League, and there were names being mentioned left, right, and centre. And then I said Matthew Letizia, and whoever was on the show said, "What? Both great player, both." I said, there's no buts. Matthew Letizia wanted to play for Southampton. Let's get this argument cleared up here now. Matthew Letizia had no ambition to go to Manchester United, Chelsea, Arsenal, Liverpool.
They all wanted him.
All wanted him. His ambition was to play with Southampton.
Yeah.
He was happy to stay with Southampton, and that's where he stayed.
And that's why
also,
he never got the England call up.
He never got the England call up. And the other thing there, DJB, is that lads will say to you, but sure, he never won the Premier League. He never won this. He never won that. You're right. But I tell you what he did do. He kept Southampton in the Premier League for years single-handedly, which is a lot more difficult to do than win Premier League titles with 10 other great players around you.
Facts.
It's as simple as that.
Phenomenal. Do you remember that free kick where he? Do you remember the free kick where he flicked it up and hit it on the volley?
Unbelievable against Wimbledon, I think.
He had no pace, but he's dribbling, he's passing, he's shooting.
Remember the goal he scored against? I think it was Blackburn Rovers. Was it Tim Flowers in the goal for Blackburn at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. And he got the ball, he turned two defenders, and about 35 yards out, bent the ball into the top corner. It was an unbelievable strike. And the two goals against Newcastle, the one on the knee, and he took it on the volley into the top corner. And then the other one where he flicked it over Barry Venison, I think it was.
He never scored a bad goal, did he?
He never scored a bad goal. Unbelievable strikes. He was a phenomenal player.
Yeah. Teddy Sheringham, I'd say he was underrated. Very intelligent player.
Very intelligent player.
Very intelligent player.
Yeah.
And then
brilliant.
Underrated.
Some great players, like.
I'm going to throw one here. I thought Ray Parlour was underrated.
Very underrated. Ray Parlour was a brilliant player.
I thought Ray Parlour was underrated. 100%.
Yeah. Freddie Lundberg.
Nigel Winterburn.
Gilberto Silva, DJB.
Oh, yeah. Gilberto Silva was very underrated.
I think he was the glue. He was the glue to stuck us together.
Peter Reid.
The list goes on. There's so many players. So many
players that were underrated.
Unbelievable players, though, DJB. Even when you think about those players that's underrated.
Yeah.
10 times better players than what we have today. Like. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Just unreal.
Sanya, yeah. Di Canio, yeah. He never got the recognition. Yeah. Beardsley.
Yep. There's so many.
All under. Di Canio was very underrated. Trevor Brooking.
Yeah. The first £1 million player.
Trevor Francis,
underrated. He was the first £1 million player. Trevor Francis was the first £1 million player. The first £1 million player,
But all of these players were underrated. Trevor Brooking.
I'll give you one because I was listening.
Dennis
Irwin.
Yeah. Dennis Irwin was a brilliant player.
Roy Keane.
You see when Thierry flicked it up and volleyed it and then done what's that against Bartes? It was Dennis Irwin he beat for that goal, by the way.
This guy, I'm going to massive shout out to you, my friend. This guy only scored one penalty.
Came through our academy.
Yeah. Only scored one penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, how many goals he scored? About 150 Premier League goals.
What a player.
He was some player.
Oh.
Incredible.
Mark Hughes, I'd say.
Mark Hughes. No, you said that earlier, DJ, before Carl jumped on. He never scored a shit goal. It was always a volley. Loved the volley. My dad used to call him Spit the Dog because he was always spitting. Yeah. And anyone knows Spit the Dog.
He was some
Kevin Richardson is an absolute legend of mine.
Proper.
He was
when I left, I said Jordan Henderson. Jordan Henderson is mad underrated. Mad underrated, bro.
I don't know what you're saying.
Jordan Henderson. Yeah, if he was called Jordan Hendersonio, yeah, everyone would rate him. All right, Lee Trundle, by the way, that's a fucking great shot. Lee Trundle is a baller, bro.
Yeah, underrated.
Lee Trundle.
I'm going to throw one in you because when we talk about
another one.
I'm going to throw one in here because when we talk about when we talk about top players, we always mention the Messis and all of that. But for me, Gareth Bale don't get the recognition of that.
Thank you.
No, he
Best
doesn't.
overseas import ever or export from the UK. Gareth Bale,
Janino,
5 Champions Leagues, bruv.
Yeah. Doesn't get the recognition he deserves.
No.
Bad man. Bad man. Yeah, that guy was
Souness,
a problem, bro. Graham Souness. Bad.
underrated.
What a player. What a player.
Terry McDermott,
Another
Great
one.
player.
Do you know another one?
Alan Henson.
Yeah.
I was literally going to say Alan.
Yeah.
That's literally, yeah. Oh, but because he sat on Match of the Day and he had that little scar on his head
All
and they patched
underrated
it up
players.
with makeup, nobody rates him. Yeah, who was the other one? Fucking that was on fucking Northern accent. What was his name? Played for Liverpool. Centre up. What's his fucking name?
Phil Thompson.
Not him.
No.
Nah. Oh, what's his
Oh,
fucking
Jesus.
name?
What the fuck?
He was a baller as well. Mark Lawrenson.
That's
Mark
it.
Lawrenson.
Mark
it.
Lawrenson was all right. Steve McManaman, bless up Lyle, bruv. You see him, yeah? You see that guy? You see that Steve McManaman? He can flop his little pinky out, bruv, in the white part of Madrid.
Yeah.
Not racismo. Yeah, and he can windmill it all the way around Madrid, bruv. That guy won 2 Champions Leagues at Madrid. Hold that.
He gets more recognition than Gareth Bale, and I don't know how.
But
Here's the
he
name.
won.
Here's
Yeah,
the
but
name.
he was the first Bosman, the big Bosman signing, wasn't he? Yeah, he was the first big Bosman signing. Yeah, Steve McManaman. Yeah, he was the first big one. Yeah,
It's
and
funny,
he
isn't it,
went.
how
Yeah,
these
and this is
players-
why I don't get why Liverpool fans are so on trend, because it's like McManaman came through your academy, yeah, and then said, "Nah, bun that. I'm going to Madrid, mate." Yeah, and let's not forget McManaman won at Liverpool, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he then goes Madrid. He's got the freedom. I'll tell you another one. Guti.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guti.
I'll go
Bad
back.
man.
I'll go back to some underrated players. Cole might remember him. Laurie Cunningham, Cyril Regis.
Sorry, just yeah. Yeah.
Right, both racially abused every fucking
Yeah.
game, by the way. In
And
the
I think
warm up,
Massively. They went
tell you
through
another
the
one.
ringer through abuse.
Darren
And-
Anderton.
Yeah.
I thought Anderton was a brilliant player for Spurs. Brilliant.
sick note.
Eric.
Sick note, they called him, innit?
Yeah,
Eric was a
sick
player.
note.
Eric was
Carrick's a bad boy.
Yeah,
David Suker.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some
I
brilliant
was
players
gonna
there.
I was gonna say Ruud Gullit, but he doesn't put Dennis Bergkamp in his all-time Dutch 11, so he gets out the window. for
Nah,
me.
How
Ruud
the
is
hell
world
did-
class in every
Yeah.
position, though, DJ. We already know that. He can
Yeah,
play
no,
centre half,
He was good player.
number 6, number 8, number 10, and
he
centre
was
forward,
brilliant.
and he was world class everywhere.
Yeah, he was
DJB,
good.
And he still won as a manager with Chelsea.
DJB, I have a question for you because maybe Lee was a bit too young to remember. For me, in 1988, in the Euros 1988, Ruud Gullit was definitely maybe Maradona, but after Maradona, he was probably the best player in the world at that time. In
Yeah,
1988,
100%. He was wanted all over. He was at his peak. Gullit, very good player. Again, a big lad as well.
Henry,
Head the ball. He went out a good header of the ball as well. Good in the air.
he was brilliant. The dreadlock, the little moustache, and that goal Dutch jersey,
That shirt's goated, by the way.
unbelievable.
But that team is like very
That's the boy.
reminiscent. Yeah, that group, yeah, because obviously they won, yeah, like
Rijkaard, all of them.
yeah, fucking that team, yeah, they were like. Do you remember when
Eddie
the
Davids.
golden era of England? We had the golden generation.
Yeah,
They had the golden Dutch generation, but you had the Belgium with Hazard, De Bruyne, Lukaku. Yeah, like, bro, it's like sometimes it just don't work, innit? Yeah, but you look at some of the fucking players that were in there. Eden Hazard. Yeah, Eden Hazard winds me up. That guy winds me. I was saying this to a Man United fan the other day. He's like same age as my old man. Yeah. And I said, like, what do you think of these players now? He goes, most of them are crap. Yeah. I said, who's the best player you've seen? He said, George Best. I said, exactly. I said, no, and you're watching this shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he was like, just started laughing. He was drinking his vodka and Sprite. Yeah, bless him. Yeah, he looks like my granddad. He looks about 80, bless him. My granddad's gone 20 years ago.
Yeah, but he looks the spitting image of my granddad. He's the same age as my dad. But he's really nice, yeah. And we were just talking for hours about football. Yeah, and I said, what do you think of this team? What do you think of that team? What do you think of this player? What do you think of that player? Yeah, I said, what do you think of Jude Bellingham? He goes, he's fucking rubbish. I said, what do you think of Lamine Yamal? Oh, he's incredible. Yeah, I said, what do you think of George Best? You're old enough to have witnessed him. He went, unbelievable. Yeah, and it's like when you hear the elders saying it, yeah, this is why when like if I don't know and I didn't see it, you can watch as many video clips as you want, DJ, yeah? Right? And Kyle and chat, yeah? It don't do it justice. Yeah, it's like you can I see Maradona like that. In 94, I was 12 years old watching the World Cup in America. He's like, yeah, Charlie Duffy's nut. I never knew he played for Sevilla until about 3 years ago.
He was brilliant.
I never knew, but now you go and watch all the Maradona clips here. It don't do it justice because you had to have watched it there and then.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Thierry Henry. People go, oh, Thierry Henry, yeah, whatever, mate. But if you were there and you see him live and back,
he was the fastest thing I've ever seen go past me live, Thierry Henry. I'll never forget it. I was first time I saw Thierry Henry. I actually swapped my ticket, so I ended up with my mates and down, and I was like level with the ground. And he latched. Honestly, it was like, whoa. I've never seen a player so quick.
Do you know the only player I've seen quicker than him? Yeah, it was Felipe Anderson at West Ham. In his first season. Yeah, do you remember Snodgrass should have scored? Yeah, I think we were losing. Yeah, I think we lost to Man City. We'd lost to Man City, Unai's first game. We then lost 3-2 away at Chelsea. And then we played West Ham. Yeah, and I think we were losing. I may be wrong. Yeah, and Czech was in goal. Snodgrass should have scored. I have never seen a player so fucking quick in my life as Felipe Anderson. Yeah, but I've seen Thierry Henry just... Well, Felipe Anderson was insane, bro. Rapid. Yeah,
I think with Henry, I think the beauty with Henry, he had the pace and the ball just stuck to his feet.
Do you know what? If you could build a perfect footballer, like the physique, he had the physique.
Yeah, but to run with that speed and still have control of the football with both legs, he's just saying, listen, this is a great shout. Eric Cantona.
That's my third best player ever in the Prem.
He honestly, I'm telling you that, he does not get the recognition he deserves. He was a phenomenal player. Phenomenal.
Yeah, Kyle, who's your top three? My top three ever that I've seen.
He's got to be up there with Henry.
Premier League. Yeah, I go Bergkamp, Zola, Cantona. They're my top three.
My top three, very easy. Don't have to think about it.
Premier League, yeah?
Yeah. Dennis Bergkamp, number 1. Thierry Henry, number 2. And Eric Cantona, number 3.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
DJ, what about you?
Same as Carl's, I would say. Bergkamp, Henry, Cantona.
Henry, yeah, was just fucking... And do you know what the maddest thing is, right? When I Googled it the other night, yeah, because everyone's slagging my striker off. We'll deal with that on Monday.
We was making valid comments, Lee. We weren't slagging your striker.
We're asking questions. That's what Ola said. Ola said I was asking questions.
They're valid comments on a footballer.
Yeah, Ola goes, I was just asking questions. My striker. Yeah. All right, mate. Yeah, we'll deal with you and Kenny tomorrow. Right. You never believed. Yeah, you must believe. Yeah, but when you look back, yeah, of like we're obviously a lot older. Yeah, so a lot of these younger lads that watch these shows,
they'll never see football like we did. We were spoiled.
No, and you can look back at it. It don't do it justice, man.
No,
it's like when I watch Maradona. Yeah, I say to my dad, I'm like, Dad, look how good Maradona was. I'm showing him YouTube clips. He goes, I remember watching the game on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and you don't know the tension, the hype, yeah, the moment.
No.
Yeah, whether you were at the game or watching around the world.
Yeah, when you watch it on a video, it don't do it justice.
No.
Don't do it justice, bro.
That's a good shout. Bergkamp, Henry, Rooney.
Rooney was cold, man.
Will you
Rooney
talk about?
I fucking hate that cunt.
Will you talk
Sorry, I
about
shouldn't say
underrated?
that on your channel.
Will you think
Rooney
about
was a
underrated
good
football? Underrated footballers. I just thought about someone that is never mentioned when you talk about great players. I've had conversations. Nobody ever brings his name up. Lothar Matthäus.
Oh, yeah.
Lothar Matthäus. He's
No
never
one
mentioned.
mentions him. Paul Scholes was an absolute baller. No one mentions Paul Scholes. No.
Nobody mentions Scholesy, bro.
Scholesy the same.
Lothar Matthäus was
Lothar
unbelievable.
Matthäus.
He was Henry.
He was the midfield. He was Ruud Gullit, but German.
Seedorf.
Oh. But that guy won 3 Champions Leagues with 3
teams. This is what
Thomas
I'm saying, guys. Come on,
Thomas
man.
Muller.
Yeah, Thomas Muller. Thank you. I'm glad you said that because every time you see when I said about my dad, when I say to him, "What about Placini?" He says Hoddle. Yeah, but then when somebody put Hadji, I say Stoichkov. You just said Thomas Muller. I would say Di Maria.
Yeah.
Yeah, Di Maria. The only season he ain't won a trophy was at Man United. He's won a trophy every other year other than that in his professional career.
Yeah.
Yeah, Neymar. Neymar's mad underrated, sorry. Neymar's mad underrated. Yeah. Because Neymar's not Ronaldinho and Rivaldo and fucking Socrates or Rui Costa, another one. He's mad underrated.
Brilliant player.
Yeah, Rui Costa played in an era where you had Pirlo. Yeah, so Pirlo was always the guy, wasn't he?
Oh, Pirlo.
So Rui Costa is not going to get... Same with Scholesy. Look at the players Scholesy and Bergkamp was playing in that era.
Pirlo was something else.
DJB.
Alan Shearer. Alan Shearer is mad underrated, by the way.
I'm going to mention a name, DJB, that you know as well. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Brazilian Socrates.
Yeah, someone with a big throw.
Unreal. Unreal. That man could bend the ball like you never saw anything like. He was
80, 82, 84. Oh,
80,
man.
80, yeah.
82, 86, 84,
Yeah,
86.
86.
Oh.
Yeah, but again, I was a kid. So
Zico.
I'm only watching it.
Zico.
Zico.
I'm only
Or
watching
I
it
used to love
online.
Leonardo.
When I speak to my dad knows this shit.
The elbow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable player stats.
Yeah, who's the
Big up BBK, mate. Big up BBK.
who's the other one? Valderrama.
Valderrama, Colombian.
Yeah.
Valderrama, would be the best midfielder in the world right now.
He just walked around the pitch.
Thank you. I was just going to say.
Dennis
He
Law, what
literally
can you
just
say, my
walked
friend?
around
Big
the
up to
pitch
you,
with
Dennis
slippers
Law.
on.
Yeah.
Dennis Law.
Inzaghi, Abidal, Henrik Larsson, Macon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gareth Bale
Henrik
ended
Larsson
Maicon.
did not get the recognition he deserved.
Henrik Larsson was a bad man.
When he was at Celtic, man, he was just.
Inzaghi, people Inzaghi as well.
Yeah.
Unreal
Who's
player.
the- But this is the thing, it's like, Christian Vieri's another one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when we beat them 5-1?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Vieri took that shot and it bounced off Sol Campbell and looped over Seaman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we just went on a mad thing. Yeah, and the San Siro, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, hold that. Ali Adier. Yeah, everyone just Edu.
Everyone was on it.
Perez.
Yeah, Henri, he broke away. Yeah, he was up. I think it was against Zanetti. Zanetti went up. Zanetti's one of the goats. Yeah, I think they retired his shirt. Yeah, he could have blitzed him. And he said, no, I'll stop you. Then I'll shuffle it onto my left and I'll score with my weak foot. Hold that. That's how good these players were. Do you remember Gianfranco Zola, yeah? I remember watching this.
What a player.
And Gianfranco Zola scored that back heel off the corner against Norwich.
Yeah.
He went to Great Ormond Street Hospital. Yeah, and there was a little boy. He had leukemia, I think. I may be wrong.
Big up,
Chelsea
man.
fans will correct me. Yeah. And he said, don't worry, I'll score a special goal for you at the weekend. Now imagine that kid. Yeah, 7, 8-year-old kid that's seriously ill. Yeah, doesn't know really what's happening with his life because he's a kid. Then the parents are like, fucking hell, you just made my kid's life. And you said you're going to score a special goal at the weekend.
Crazy.
And then that corner comes in and he back heels it into. Bro, imagine being that good.
Yeah.
Same with Romario, like I said earlier.
He was underrated, Zola, in my
Zola's the second best player I've ever seen in the Premier League. Yeah, Bergkamp, Zola, Cantona in that order for me.
Zola was underrated. Big up everyone in the chat, guys. Make sure you smash your like and make sure you sub as well.
Fergie hated Zola.
There's another big thing
Fergie done a sit down. And he was like, I didn't understand why he was always smiling when he played against us. Yeah, he goes, yeah, I hated that guy. He was always smiling. Why is he smiling at Old Trafford?
Go on, Cole. You're going to hit me with another one.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
The Brazilian Dunga.
Dunga, yeah.
He was brilliant.
CDM, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, he could play everywhere as well. Right back, CDM, he could play everywhere.
Was he the captain that year? He was the captain, wasn't he?
Captain.
Yeah. Brilliant. That Brazilian team was one of the best Brazilian teams I saw. I literally remember coming in and watching them.
You had Romario, Bebeto, and Edmundo up forward.
Yeah.
The animal.
when they did the fucking. Yeah,
what's happening to Brazil now?
No, they got fucking Mateus Cunha. They got Joe Linton. They got fucking
Richarlison.
Pedro. Richarlison.
Martinelli.
Yeah, fucking Zestaval. Martinelli. Yeah,
I bet the Brazilian fans are thinking, what have we done to deserve this?
Bro.
What's happened there?
They do not watch it, bro.
Yeah.
How have we gone from Socrates, Dunga, and all of these men to
Romario, fucking R9s, Adrianos,
Richarlison,
Ronaldinho's, Rivaldo's. So now we've got Martinelli and Esteval.
Hey, Lee, did you get to see that documentary I was telling you about after? The Hand of God.
Nah, what, the Maradona one?
Yeah, you didn't get to see it after, no?
No, send me that again.
I sent it to you.
Is it on Netflix? Is it on Netflix?
I text it to you later, yeah.
Text me again. I think I might have watched it. It's like 2.5 hours long. It's one episode, no?
No, it's about an hour and a half.
Yeah, it's the Maradona.
I text the details to you there later.
Yeah, text me. I think I may have watched it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
I think I may have watched it, and it's when he transferred from Barca. Yeah, it's the Maradona one, no?
No, it's the one with the boy with the 5 English lads from different backgrounds, and they're freestylers.
No, send me that again. Send me that.
Yeah,
please,
and they do the freestyles on the streets, and with the money that they make from doing the freestyles, to save up to physically fly to Argentina to see can they actually meet their idol, which is Diego Maradona. As it's a reality thing. It's absolutely fucking brilliant.
Imagine, being Diego Maradona. Yeah, back in the day without social media. Yeah, imagine being David Beckham. Yeah, without social media, really, in the most of his career for 10 years. Yeah. Now imagine you got Noni Madueke running the ball out of play.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people are saying, "Oh, he's fun to watch." All right, mate.
Yep.
Fun to watch. We see David Beckham, bro.
R9 was just unplayable.
He never won a Champions League.
Unplayable R9, man.
Just a pity he got the injuries.
Yeah.
Yep. Dusted by 26.
Yeah.
And still won shit.
Yeah. Does anyone class one matter as underrated?
100%.
Probably.
That guy got like 50 GA in one season.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
And he played for Chelsea, Man U. Yeah, like he's a great player.
Yeah.
Zlatan never won a champs. He never won a Champions League. Do you remember that goal he scored against England?
Yeah. Oh, bloody hell.
How the fuck do you do that?
Zlatan was an unbelievable player. I don't do trials. I don't do trials. I
I
don't
don't
wish
do
he
trials.
did
You're
do a
signing me
trial
or
when
you're
he
not,
played for
Wenger.
Arsenal.
Man's
He
telling
was
Wenger I don't do
incredible.
trials. 17,
He's my
18-year-olds.
He's my son's idol, Zlatan. My
He was
middle
unreal,
one,
mate.
Craig.
He was unreal, mate.
He's my yeah. Let's rate Madueke. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I'll give Madueke.
Yeah, but I won't say what I would.
Yeah, an open door.
P45, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lampard
That's
is
a great
underrated.
shout.
He's
Lampard.
underrated. He is underrated.
Lampard. And big up to Lampard for getting Coventry City up. But Frank Lampard, for me, was probably one of the most underrated midfield players in the Premier League.
Do you remember his goal against Germany that got chalked off?
Yeah. But the amount of goals he scored for Chelsea.
Unbelievable.
He was an incredible player, crazy. Frank Lampard.
Yeah, he was great.
You'd have him at Arsenal at a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Great Unbelievable.
But he was like that was when they had John Terry, Drogba, and like him, Carvalho.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had top players.
Yeah.
And he stood out still.
He was brilliant.
Yeah, and this is the thing. Roy Keane said this on the Six of Football the other day. He goes, Jill Scott was talking about, I'll give player of the season to Jared Bowen. Whatever, mate. Yeah. Neville said, I think he said Bruno. Yeah, Fernandes. Yeah. Roy Keane was like, yeah, but at the same time, you have to look at Bernardo Silva. He stands out in a great team.
Yeah. 100%.
So Bruno's standing out in a poor team.
Yeah.
They're underachieving. Okay, cool. They've kind of steadied the ship. But at the same time, it's Man United. Yeah, they should be challenging for everything. Yeah. Bernardo Silva, is standing out.
What's nose going on?
It looks like a top gooner.
Oh, we've got your nose going on, bruv.
It looks like a top gooner. Yeah.
Iron Robin, another underrated player. Underrated. David Ginola.
David Ginola was cold. I fucking love that guy. Bobby Pires, another one.
Bobby Pires, underrated.
Yeah, Bobby Pires.
Joe Cole.
Yeah, Joe Cole. That's one of my favourite players.
Just watch the match highlights. Big up to you, Doc. Just watch the match highlights. That midfield we've been calling for all season. Gok and Saka finally building a bit of connection. Need to see it more consistency.
Yeah, and don't worry,
we ain't going to see it.
On
don't
Tuesday.
worry. We're all back to normal Tuesday.
Yeah,
we're all back to normal Tuesday.
Yeah, Ribery's mad underrated because
there he is. There's Carl. He's back on. He's back.
Yeah,
on.
same
Ribery
with Peter Beardsley.
underrated.
Yeah, Peter Beardsley and Ribery look like Quasimodo, bruv.
Yeah, Reyes.
Yeah. Oh, Reyes.
Bank.
Yeah, he's underrated. Yeah, he's underrated. Patrice Evra's underrated.
Yeah, big up to everyone. Big up to everyone. 3 hours and 18 minutes. I'm going to wrap it now, guys.
It was live that we like.
Honestly, I know I haven't got Lee's 5-6 hour streams, but 3 hours and 18 minutes. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's been an absolute brilliant sit back. It really has. I've loved talking about all these old players and
makes you realise how shit.
Yeah,
this
big up Jez. Make sure you sub into Jez's. Make sure that you sub into Lee. Make sure you've Carl Walsh. Who else has been in views? Make sure you views. You know the ones. Aaron as well. Aaron talks Arsenal as well. Make sure you go and sub to Aaron. All my guys, all my G's, they're all in there.
Big up Waffle as well, man.
Waffle as well. It's been an absolute brilliant stream. Loved it. I could talk about old players, just the memories. Do you know what? Right, when you're saying things, Carl and Lee, and I'm like we're mentioning players, I'm sitting here thinking, oh man, I wish I just could get a time machine and just go back in time.
Yeah. My nephew was only 19. He's a Man United fan, and he's just starting out watching football. And I actually said the same thing to him the other night. I wish I had a time machine to bring you back and show you all these great players that I grew up watching. How privileged we have been to have grown up watching the players that we have.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think we're ever going to see a generation now because football's changed so much.
Yeah.
I don't think players are allowed to play like that anymore.
No.
You couldn't coach Ronaldinho. Right, I want you playing on the left. I want you tracking.
I
Can
think
you
just
imagine
track back to left wing back.
Ronaldinho go up? You're having a laugh, aren't you? Can you imagine
Man
telling
don't even
R9
turn
to
up for
hold the
fucking
line?
training. It's like, no, I ain't coming training, bro.
You
What are talking
imagine
about?
telling Brazilian R9, I want you just to hold the line and hold the ball up.
Yeah, and you need to track back into DM
Yeah.
and link the play.
Yeah. Can you imagine? Do you imagine Zidane? All I want you to do is get the ball and just give it.
Pass it sideways and backwards.
Yeah.
That link up
Can you
in the
imagine
private is
sitting
for
these
flawless.
guys in the changing rooms and actually telling them what to do?
Nah, it's a joke.
You
Yeah,
couldn't do
that's
it,
mad.
could you?
No.
Couldn't do it. Big up to
Yeah.
every
Has
single
Phil
one.
Thompson passed away?
Bet as
I
gets
said,
dropped to be flying
R.I.P.
after
Phil
that.
Thompson. Has Phil Thompson passed?
They're all allowed to play with freedom, but not at the top 6 teams. You wouldn't see it in the South American leagues. Nope. Invert Ronnie. Is that meant to be invert Rooney? Yeah, imagine it. Gaza. You imagine saying to Gaza, right, I want you tracking back or just sitting in front of the back 4. No.
Nah.
Do you know what, though? I've got to say this before I go. That golden generation England team, how that never won anything, I do not know. Scholes, Gerrard.
Same with
Lampard.
Belgium.
Yeah.
How it never won anything, I do not know.
No.
Crazy. Absolute crazy. Crazy.
That link I put in the comments, Sarcasm City TV's live.
Oh, is he? Oh, right.
Yeah,
Let's go.
yeah.
Let's sort this out, guys. 1 sec. This is where I normally freeze people, so bear with me. I don't know what it is. Every time
it looks like Odegaard in midfield.
This is where I do my Odegaard impression, people. Big up to everyone in the chat. Make sure you're following Carl Walsh. Make sure you're following absolutely everyone. It's the law, people.
Yeah, it looks like Odegaard when this is.
Yeah, look, I've frozen, haven't I? I don't know why it does this to me. I've got to work it out.
The still is hilarious.
Sorry.
Why is Lee always drunk? Why are you still here, bruv?
Listen, listen, we've had a decent conversation tonight. Everything's cool. We've been talking about old footballers. Right, where's sarcasm?
Copy and paste that into redirect from the private. Yeah, copy and paste the link from private into redirect on customization.
Lee, you know what I'm going to do, Lee? I'm going to have a chat with Paul McGrath, and see will he jump on your show or something like for a conversation about what.
Right, Paul McGrath, baller, bro.
Yeah, man. I try to get him to jump on some evening, and we'd have a chat about all-time footballers.
100. Do it on your channel.
Yeah. I'll try my best. I get you to jump on and
do it on your channel.
Do that.
Yeah, do it on your channel, Carl.
Yeah, 100. Do it on your channel, bro.
Yeah. I give you a shout about
that. It's the Lee and Kyle show, bro.
I'm gone. I can't hear nothing.
L and K. We're working with officers, mate. They're not experienced like us, bro. See, Kyle was gone as well. Cool. This is the L to the G huddle. It's the L to the G. It's the L to the G huddle.
We're back.
Yeah, DJB rage quit.
Rage quit. I'm trying to find that. Are you still there, guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Right. If you go YouTube Studio.
Yeah, I know the raid leads.
Customization.
I can't. Some reason or another, it wouldn't copy the.
Yeah, just double. Are you on phone or you on PC?
No. I'm on my.
He's froze again. He's froze like fucking Zubimendi in midfield when he's pressed.
There we go. No, it's
Go to private. Yeah, and double right click on it. Or right click on it, sorry. Yeah, copy. Go to YouTube Studio.
Oh,
Yeah.
copy link. Right, I've sorted it. Yeah, I've got it.
Yeah. Then
got it, bruv.
go to YouTube Studio.
Got it, bruv.
Content.
Yeah,
Live.
I got it.
Pencil.
No, I got
Yeah.
it.
Customization.
Oh,
Scroll
got
down. All the way down to the bottom.
Oh,
Redirect.
got it.
Paste.
It just wouldn't. What it was, it just wouldn't. It wouldn't copy for some reason or another.
I look at we need to get the still shots of DJB. He looks like Odegaard when he's facing a proper fucking player, bro. DJ, the still shots killing me. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Yeah,
right,
I'm gonna send it.
We're done.
Oh, fucking
yeah. Where's Kyle gone? Where's Kyle gone?
Well, Kyle bounced as well. Yeah, like you man ain't built for this.
Oh, I'll message him. Guys, this
Kyle.
has been honestly bless
sick.
up Lee for coming on. Thank you very much indeed.
Thanks for you. Thanks for
it's been brilliant, man. Honestly, I've really enjoyed it. We spoke Arsenal, we spoke Champions League, we've been speaking about old players. Carl's come on and been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic. Underrated players, overrated players, all the old players, Arsenal, and come on, you Gunners. Let's get the job done.
And we're going to raid Flawless, yeah?
I'll rate the Sarks.
Sarcasm City team. He's Man United.
Sarcasm City, we are raiding after this.
Right, so we need to raid him. No, fuck DJB raid. We need to raid him. Glock 14 raid, because they like Esco over there.
Oh yeah, Glock, Glock 14.
Glock 14 raid.
Glock 14 Kenny raid. And DJB, you know what it's all about.
DJB raid, Glock 14 raid. Yeah,
big up to everyone that was locked in. Aaron came in, Jezza came in, Matty the Southern Gooner also. Matty, I didn't send you a link because you told me you was busy, and I knew you was things were going on.
Big up Jezza, big up Matty.
Big up Matty. Who else was in? Aaron was in. Views was in.
Views.
Kyle, big up to
Marie.
Kyle Walsh.
I love you, babes.
Yeah.
Marie, Gunnar, Liam. Bless up everyone in the chat, man.
Big up to every single one of you. Yeah, big up. And all my chat and everyone's chat. Been brilliant, guys. Thank you very much. Lee, what's happening? What you doing? You got loads coming up?
Well, I'm on with you tomorrow. Well, today.
Yes.
7 p.m.
You and Kenny getting fried about my striker.
I'm just gonna
my striker. I don't do thumbnails. I might actually get Dave to do a thumbnail.
Man. I've always said.
Come on, it's not unfair.
That's all right. That's fine.
Yeah,
I've got my hope glasses.
End the stream, Dave, to do a thumbnail.
My hope glasses.
No, but and then obviously after that, Everton, Man City. So all good. So we got the podcast. Then we've got Everton, Man City. If Everton score, Raya wins the Golden Glove.
Yeah, cool.
3 years in a row.
When is that? 8 o'clock kickoff. So what you're doing the league. You're doing our
6 p.m. UK.
6 p.m. and then we'll be finished for the Man City Everton game.
Yeah, we're always late. I know. I need to be on time for that one.
No worries, man. No worries. I've then got the OG show, which is after the football on Aaron's channel. The OGs is back Tuesday. I'll have to check with Shane tomorrow, but I think the retro show's going ahead Tuesday. Me and Numpsky on the mingle on the Wednesday, midweek mingle. Me and Numpsky, and
Yeah, and I've got to deal with Rance chatting shit about Kesko on Tuesday.
Oh, he was quality. He was everywhere.
What a finish. What a finish. I mean, DJ, the movement.
He was everything.
The reaction. Oh, what's a player?
Just everything. But in all fairness, I think if Man United make the right signings and they get I think they could be a problem next season.
If Man United get it right, we're all finished. Everyone, I think's finished.
Yeah.
But don't worry, guys.
Proper Chelsea at 5 p.m.
Oh shit, yeah. I might do a watch along for that. Depends. I'm gonna go beach. So if I can be asked, I'll then do the Chelsea Nottingham Forest game later.
Yeah, there you
If
go.
I can't, then I'm sat on the beach doing this.
You've all got something to look forward to, people. Big up to everyone that gave the super chats.
Happy bank holiday. By the
Suge
way.
and an happy bank holiday. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Big up
Thanks
to
for having
everyone.
me on as well, DJ.
Nice. You're welcome, mate. Always.
What's up, bro?
Thank you very much indeed. And on that note, take care, everyone. Enjoy your bank holiday. Be safe. Make sure you sub, smash a like, and we're out of here. Say nights of him, man.